And we're live! Hello!
Hello. Surprise! New game.
It's a new game! We are here with the Expanse Quickstarter Cupbearer. Cupbearer being the Quickstarter little mini adventure that we have. Welcome in, everybody. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to leave subscribe and all the bits and pieces, all our other contents on YouTube. Check all the stuff out. We've got a lot of content over 4 years, but thank you for coming in and watching this one. Before we get into the introductions on who people are, just have to point out that what is it? Soundscape is the audio that we're using in the background. The overlay was actually done by me for once, which is kind of weird to say, when our normal overlay artist is also in this right now. So Chibi does a lot of the other art, but I've done this one. It's also got a couple of hidden features as well. So if you subscribe or if you donate, you might see those features. If you do subscribe or if you donate, how we're doing our donations today is we usually give some benefit to our cast members for donations. In this we are, but in the Expanse universe, there's something called the churn. So when good things happen, the universe is always in that churn, and always will punish. So every $1 donation will give a fortune to everybody.
Oh, good.
Well, to one nominated person at least.
You mean the opposite of
the
churn?
the $5 subscription will give it one to everybody. Sorry, but it will also add one to the churn.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a way to remove the churn. I thought, that's clever.
No, so they can ruin our
what?
game. They can ruin our game by just donating it. The time.
Oh, so wait,
hold on.
Up.
No.
So
That's not a good donation.
now, often I wouldn't allow this, so I won't now. But do you really want me to? Everyone give everyone one fortune point.
We start off with how many? Or
I
none?
think 15.
You start off with 15.
You start off with 15. It says max 15, but we're putting on a show. So you can go about that. I've got no problem with that. But I then put on 5 churn.
Oh, forget it. That
Thank
sounds
you.
like a terrible
Thanks,
deal.
Wolf.
Hey, listen. I read the intro to this. We're starting on an interesting position. I think it's a good idea to reflect that in the churn.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's how it's going to work. If you're not familiar with the universe, the churn is the universe essentially paying back good luck. Like series of good luck is the churn will pay it back. The churn will even things out essentially. We do have a churn tracker. Also, every time our characters roll a stunt, the churn tracker adds 1. The players should not know how much is in the churn at any time, because it should be a surprise.
We should not know. Is that okay?
Well, ideally, you shouldn't be watching the live feed, but you can have the chat running and still be classed as an active member of our chat and viewer, even if you're not viewing. But either way, we'll go to our introductions. We'll start with Wolf on the very end.
Hello, I'm Wolf of Red Roses. Today I'm playing Rage Kinson, pilot of the ship and Martian born and bred. Happy to be here. Pleasure to be here.
Wow, he's a southern Martian apparently.
Texas accent, very popular on Mars actually, if you knew the lore of behind the game.
That's right.
Wow.
Jokes on you,
Wow.
Jeez.
As he
Maybe,
just adds another 10 to the churn.
Hey, listen, keep it coming. Can't hold a good Martian down, my friend. Can't hold him down.
Not everyone's familiar with the universe. I'm familiar with the TV series. Wolf is familiar with the TV series. I don't know if you've read the books though.
I've also read most of the books.
Okay, I haven't read the books. I don't read.
Lord
Anyway.
Master.
That's fine. Readings for nerds, which is why I do it.
We'll go to our belters. Chibi.
Yeah, I don't know the accent. I can do Irish. I can do somewhat downcast Irish and just be like, hi, I'm Chibi and I'm no wait, that's not even Irish.
You can't do the
Anyway,
Creole?
Only the Asian one, right?
You haven't been studying your Creole?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
I I'm Chibi. I'm playing Zinni, who is meant to be an outcast belter who's just been shat upon by life, essentially. All the character creation stuff was just like, you're the lowest of the low. So that's who I am, but I'm apparently 2 meters tall. Lowest of the low, but 2 meters tall.
Okay. So you're the belter fixer. You just get things done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our other belter, Howl'n.
Good day, comrade. I am Giannis Nemio. I am a freedom fighter, and I have come to take back what is ours in the belter community. Screw you, Martian.
Oh, that's.
I mean,
thank
say
you.
what you want.
Yeah,
You're on my ship.
solid.
Just keep talking, and then maybe I'll just absorb it.
Yeah.
Nah, I got you.
Okay, good.
You're my friend. I got you.
Oh my God, the pressure's on.
Polly, our first of the Earthers, and most hated in the crew.
Well, we'll see. So, okay. I should have practiced. I was gonna do a mid-Atlantic. we'll try it. Well, yeah, that's right. It's fine to make your acquaintance. My name is Rilmani Camille the 14th. I'm technically I don't like to talk about this, but I'm technically a duchess. It's just a title. What am I supposed to do about that? The Duchess of Sacramento. And my family goes back, way back, a long way.
Right.
Way to humble brag.
At least 14 generations.
That's at least 14 generations.
Subtlety is not really your strong point.
That's not my strong suit. No, it never has been.
No. Okie dokie. And our less hated Earther, Dr. Oblong.
We'll see. Hi, I'm Dr. Oblong. I'm playing Bernie Sanders. I'm from Darwin. I got conscripted to fight in the bloody wars in space. Wasn't nice. But now I'm trying to make things better by doing good. So I'm the doctor on the ship. I'm trying to help people.
I like how war gets summed up as, it wasn't nice.
Well,
It's not.
I won't go into it.
It's
Those
not nice.
wars in the stars. Those Star Wars.
Yes.
Well, no, those star conflicts.
Oh. The Star
Yeah,
Skirmishes, as they like to be called.
Whatever you want to call them, they weren't fun.
Mm-hmm. Well, now with that out of the way, as those that are familiar with the universe and familiar with the timelines of the universe, this adventure, this misadventure, so to speak, is shortly after the riots on Eros and Ganymede. And our crew of the Somalia.
Somalia.
Yay!
Wait. Excellent name for a ship. When will the sommelier be coming by? I have
Is that why you joined the ship?
About the menu. Yeah, I was like, oh, I signed up for the wrong thing. I thought I was getting a wine.
Wine tour.
I thought I signed up for the Wine of the Month Club. Now I'm working on this shit. Well, gosh darn it.
Well, that explains how I got here with these fine folks.
It scarily does.
Fine folks who don't dream about throwing you out the airlock every day.
Oh, there's so much dust, and it just doesn't go away. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah. Okay. My turn? Okay.
It's noisy in here too. There's a constant
space.
thumping on my wall.
Space stinks. Think about recycled air, no one showering. It's not
Yeah,
pleasant for you.
Water
For a place with
restrictions.
no air.
Yeah.
It's pretty smelly. I gotta tell you, this trip out to space, I'm never coming back to space. Space it's dark, it's smelly, and well, the folks out here are, like I said, terrific.
So Romani is going to walk home back to Earth. Gotcha.
Look forward to you
We'll
building that
just
space
push.
elevator.
Just push you in the right direction after we like push you out, and then just keep
hold
on
your breath.
going until you get there.
I think they're threatening to space you already. We haven't even
There's a couple
started
more
the big battle.
years I think I have ahead of me here. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta talk to my father about this because I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Here's the phone. Just call him already.
I mean, depending on how Romani's been acting, I want to kind of say that I may or may not have tinkered with the ventilation system and made it so that some of the smell
Yeah, I got a feeling I'm the butt of jokes too. A lot of pranks and stuff.
This is how things are in space.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. So, Ganymede Station. They call it the bread basket of the belt because Ganymede is that rare body in the solar system with its own natural magnetosphere, protective shielding against radiation. It is what has made the moon's agridomes feed sunlight. So agridomes fed sunlight from giant orbiting mirrors, bountiful enough to supply food for the rest of the belt and outer planets. It is also what makes Ganymede the favourite place for belters to give birth to their children, minimizing potential of birth defects for generations. Ganymede has grown from one of the first colonies of the outer planets to a thriving hub of millions of people, and you are thinking of the challenges of finding one person in a multitude like a single tumbling rock in the vastness of the belt. You and your crew of the Somalia, a small cargo ship that makes runs through the belt and outer planets. So you're often bringing the task of taking shipments from Ganymede. One of your regular clients. Goddamn, words are hard, and they're right in front of me. One of your regular clients is Amanthea Ambrosials, a corporation based on Titan that supplies luxury items, wine, cheese, chocolate, and other delicacies from Earth and Mars. They sell mainly to high-class spas on Titan and anyone else able to afford a month's wages for more of the belt pay what is a month's wages or more for most belters for what amounts to an expensive snack. Amanthea is run by the Dardanus family, and it seems that they've misplaced their heir apparent. Kai Dardanus took off from Titan not long ago after his 18th birthday and has disappeared. The family has been searching for him for a year now without any leads of finding him. Until his access codes were used into the company's system. The login was brief but traced back to Ganymede. Your ship is already en route for delivery, and you received an unusual type beam transmission message from Theo Dardanus telling you that. So I've got to move sheets because I didn't paste that next part because I'm an idiot.
The stuff you learn only when you're.
I know, only when you're live.
Yeah,
Total professionals.
That's how it's supposed to work.
Telling you that if you recover his son and return him to Titan, you'll be compensated well enough to pay off the mortgage on the Somalia. Of course, Daddy Dardanus also made it pretty clear if you refused, you might find cargo contracts drying up awfully fast and have trouble paying off docking fees, much less keeping your ship from being repossessed. Although the elder Dardanus didn't say so, one of the things that was also clear, Kai is a legal adult and his family has no right to force him to do anything, but they want him back on Titan no matter what. This is less of a missing persons investigation and more of an authorized kidnapping.
Oh,
Hello,
yeah.
girls ruin these worlds. I don't know if I approve of that, but thank you for following. But hi, welcome in.
Hello.
So
Yeah, my parents did that to me once.
So more of an authorized kidnapping. Not that the distinction is much of a matter to Pink Water Corporation that handles the security of Ganymede. So the best, watch your step and be discreet. Sasa. You're right. And that also is a subscription from Neuroclock. Thank you, Neuroclock. You've been a massive
you,
supporter.
Neuroclock.
20 months. We love your support. That means that everybody gets 1 fortune point.
Yeah.
And the churn keeps on moving.
So for somebody that knows the system, is this like overall good or bad?
It's
Or
bad.
Is it bad? Okay.
Yeah, the higher the churn is, the worse things can go for us.
Oh,
And fortune is basically a hit point.
So like this is just bad. We're just getting screwed.
Yeah, we're getting 1 hit
Oh.
point for the world becoming way more dangerous.
Terrific.
So
Thank you,
Does that make
Neuroclock.
this above
This
max?
should make
let's
the
play out the
one-shot
churn.
Yeah, but this should make because the churn normally takes a whole campaign to get through. So we're just fast tracking the churn to make it more interesting for
Because there's
ourselves.
only going to be a couple episodes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It'll be good. It'll be better for
entertaining.
the story.
And-
Exactly.
After the blurb, let's play out the churn, because docking is usually you get near the station, autopilot kicks in, the ship is grabbed by large mechanical claws, and you're essentially funneled into the process. But things didn't really go as planned. Can I get a piloting roll, please?
I have my hand up against the glass, by the way, and I'm looking inside. I'm trying to see inside this station because civilization.
Let's
after a month out
let's say
of-
let's say
And I accidentally-
14.
All right, well, these belters really got to do better upkeep on their equipment out here. Roll the dice. What's going on here?
I don't know what is going on there. There we go.
Okay.
Sometimes there's-
Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
So you got a
I
total
have
of
fortune-
12.
Hold on, I have
Whoa.
fortune points. I only need to spend 2 to get those up to a 14.
Nice. Thank God.
Okay.
I
for
also
that.
did stunt.
But
And you got a 5.
you only
Nice
stunt
5.
if you pass, which you didn't pass.
Right, but
Yeah.
if I use the fortune points to make them still matching, I would then pass with the stunt.
Well, that's kind of cheating.
It's in the
It's
rules.
technically it's
Yeah,
in the
I'm
rules.
quite
That's
sure
the
the
It is
rules.
in the
Yeah.
rules. So the,
So I'll spend
You
2
hear-
fortune points
you
to make
spend
that
2
a pass.
fortune points. The
I'm sure
ship,
mine would.
like the autopilot kicks in, and then you hear a scraping of the hull, and the whole ship starts moving and starts bouncing around the place, and you just a quick shift of the thrusters, you maneuver the ships into the grappling arms, where it was just slightly out of alignment. Everyone's shaken up, but you don't take any injuries. But things could have been different. As
I
the
was
churn
like
moves.
sitting in a chair during the documentary. In the minute I hear the scraping on the hull, I'm like, ugh. Because I'll have to fix it later.
And then suddenly the
We're
jerk of
gonna have to fix
everything
it later.
of the ship moves.
Well, doesn't he now get 5 points to spend?
Yes,
Yes,
you
I
got
do
5
have-
plus points. How are you going to spend
Um,
them in your ship?
So I'm trying to figure out. I think
Do you have to spend them right away?
Yeah,
I do.
the-
You have to spend them on the roll you get them. You cannot
Oh,
bank
I
them.
Okay,
So I have
got
to
it.
spend my stunt points right now.
And
The only thing I could think of this would qualify as is probably either general exploration or investigation stunts.
I think it's general exploration.
Yeah, that'd be my. So that's not really helpful. Yeah, sure. I'll say with a flourish. I'll spend 4 of my stun points to do with a flourish. You impress everyone who watches you with your ability. Gain +1 to oppose test against them for the rest of the encounter. So anyone we have a interaction with, like, who saw me just do this piloting thing, maybe at like the spaceport here, is really impressed that I managed to not get this ship entirely destroyed by their poor equipment.
Okay.
And actually managed to get it to work.
Okay. So some of the dock workers might have seen, like we're saying, some of the dock workers have seen, like, right at the end of the tunnel that they heard the scraping in the hole in the distance, and they saw that the movement, and were impressed with you able to, like, actually put the ship into the actual claws and the docking arms, which then grab and then start moving your ship into the docks themselves and into a proper position. So you're now on Ganymede. You have a child to find. Well, say child, but 18, 19-year-old.
And we're on the station, not the moon, right?
The station is the moon.
Oh,
Yeah,
Station
built-
is the moon.
Yeah.
It's built into the moon.
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay.
wow. Okay.
Yeah. So you're in the docks. What have you got?
All right. Well, the first. Go ahead.
No, you go first, Wolfman. You're the pilot, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say after he docks, he like gets on the intercom, say, "All right, everyone, ship safely docked. Let's all meet in the galley and get what our plan of action is going."
Head on over to the galley.
So I'm way overdressed for the occasion because this is like Christmas for me. This is the breadbasket of the solar system. Did I hear? And they have a good wine supply. This is as
The
as,
wine comes from Earth.
Okay, but whatever. Like this is the most civilized cosmopolitan place anywhere around. And so, I'm way overdressed. I look like I'm ready to go like to a ball.
As we come off the ship, can I pound my chest like twice to like see if any of like the standard like dock workers recognize and like respond backwards?
Well,
like, to see if
we're
they're
in the
same-
galley. Like
Galley.
I called
Yeah,
for
we haven't
meeting in
left
the
the ship
galley.
yet.
Not off the ship.
Oh,
If you wanna
I thought we
hold on
got
a little
off. Oh, okay.
No.
The scene was set, galley.
Yeah.
It's not much
Galley
of a
of the
galley,
ship.
I'm sure. You just got a
No,
small
it's-
cargo ship.
There's one table and then a bunch of cabinets with our foodstuffs in them.
Yeah.
That's it.
Protein packs. Yay.
Yeah, exactly. Fills you up. All right, everyone. Well, we successfully docked despite the malfunctioning equipment on their side. So going forward, so we got to find this kid, and I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I think the best bet for us doing that is maybe go into where his codes were last used. Maybe we can pick up something there.
Sounds like a plan.
It was like the first place to start. And was that at one of their terminals in like part of the corporation?
Yeah, it was from what Daddy Darden has told me, it was one of the terminals at their own company.
It
So-
was his code on from an outside terminal. Somewhere
Oh,
it was
okay,
traced
okay.
back somewhere to the station.
All right. So it doesn't like they didn't
Yeah.
specifically track down which terminal it was.
Nope.
I think that's
Oh.
what we're doing.
All right, I'm on it, and I'll pull out my pad, and I'm going to hack the station and find out.
Committing crime right at the start. Just love this.
Quickly, just like
Haven't even left
finding
the
like
ship.
finding
I
like
was-
the employee board of like with his name on it, just like removing the plaque. Like, all right, we're
Well,
just gonna put this
no, but-
down here.
But before I hack, I roll a security roll to see if it's, a smart idea.
I
First-
was
Before that,
Fine.
I'm not
oh
a stupid hacker. I don't just go in blind. I'm going to do my research first.
Oh,
no,
no.
I was only
Yep.
going to suggest doing it from somewhere that wasn't on our ship in case it does get traced back, and then we end up putting the sommelier on.
I would 100% agree with that train of thought.
Radio
I
Captain.
agree.
But you think
But
that
I
it's
can still do a
it's
security.
good
I can
suggestion.
still do a security roll, right? To like find out about the station's security and where would be the best place to do it and stuff like that, right?
You could find. I mean, yeah. I'll say that with your knowledge, you could find, even just walking around the station, you know where, like, you go, okay, that would be a great place. Like, you could access a terminal here, or you access a disused tunnel there, or whatever.
Okay. Yeah. So there's plenty of places on the station too.
You'd expect so. You'd know where. So I'm not going to force you to roll.
Given my background and how I know where like the scum of the universe tend to congregate, definitely going to be places where you can find a better spot to do this.
Cool. I've never been here before.
Something else we can do. Ask some of the dock workers, see if they seen a rich kid come through. Because this kid ain't used to living on the rough and tumble. He might be still dressed to the nines. Might be a good idea to check around with the locals.
Well, I still have to give our actual reports to the dock workers. So I'll handle talking to them and see if I can't get any information out of them.
All right. Don't see a problem with that.
And is there like a place here that's kind of known for being upscale where a rich kid would go? Like, you know, a classy bar or somewhere like that? Or
You'd have to ask around, really.
Okay, so
eyes glance towards the noble woman on the ship.
I'm already trying to figure that out. You don't even have to ask. No, you don't have to bring it up. I was already looking around.
Okay, cool. So you're
so Polly, are you actually searching, like, digitally?
No. I mean, I'm just. Well, are we still? We're
still in the ship.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So like, I would 100% like already be trying to figure out where's the place to be. Like, the like sort of upscale, but sort of a hip place to hang out.
As you mentioned, the suggestion of like, I wonder if there's a place around here that will be like for upscale. You notice, you look over to.
I would think like, where would my little brother hang out, for example, if you were on the run?
you look over to Ramali, and like there she's on a terminal, which is a little bit of glass, which is like that, and you see through. You can just see, and it's like you can see her search results, and it's just like upscale hotel, upscale this spa, and she's just trying to find. And like
massage, like there's hair.
And when it comes to massage, it's like there might be like spa, but then there's like a lot of the other style of massage.
Oh yeah. Well, if it comes to that.
Yeah, this isn't probably as up class as you would expect.
Oh, I see. Oh,
well, Ganymede's one of the early settlements. It's still pretty rough, and it's run by. It's still, I think, under the constituency of Mars. So
I do have to kind of point out that he's been missing for over a year now. I think one of the first places his family would have looked is exactly those high-scale places that noble rich kids would go to.
It couldn't hurt to recheck. If I were, if I were this kid, it would be, when I ran away, when I was his age, the kidnappers found me because I actually went to like the hottest club down in LA, and I shouldn't have done that, but you know what? If I had to do it, I would do it again because it was a great time. I have a feeling that there's a little bit of me in this kid. I feel like he might not be able to stay away from the good times, unless he's out of money, which would be devastating. He would probably go home actually if he ran out of money. That's what I did the second time I ran away.
Actually, think about it.
Roll a credit check, please, Polly.
Okay. Credit
Say
check.
DC 9. Oh no, DC 10.
Let's see if I can figure out how to do that.
It's essentially your income, your fortune. Not fortune. Fortune's separate.
Yeah, so you go under the equipment tab on character, and there's a little dice next to your base income / current income.
Yeah, income. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Zero.
Okay, so what?
She's got like a 20 or something.
Yeah.
She's got more than most. let's
I
just
don't know
point
why
that.
I didn't fill this in. I thought I did. I don't know what my current income is.
I think it was 3 or 4.
And
I can't
mine's
just-
4, and I'm middle income.
Okay,
so
so-
she's
Oh, it's
Now,
6.
hers,
Yeah.
hers is like 6 or something.
Okay, we'll put it up to like 12 then.
Okay.
You still only need to get, yeah. So though you got a 19, you stunt dice. So your drama dice is a 3. So as you're going, like you're just like, wait a sec. If he's run out, like, and you say, and if he's run out of money, then he'll be more screwed. It's like, wait a sec. If he's using his old accounts to order something, he may have run out of money. It's been a year.
Yeah. I would have gone home. I mean, if he hasn't gone home, I don't know where this kid would be. But if he's as resourceful as me, he's probably in a gutter somewhere, slowly dying of starvation. Hopefully, he's a better runaway than I was.
Zini, do they have soup kitchens on Ganymede?
I imagine so.
Maybe he could be at a soup kitchen. That's where poor people go, right?
It wouldn't hurt to check
Hey.
the wine bar, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You know, just in case.
I was about to say, if
That's-
he's he might not be needing money if he's using his family's name on behind it, because name doesn't have just as much clout as a dollar if you're nowhere to use them.
Yeah,
My daddy
but
says a name out this far doesn't count if you don't have the credit to back it up.
if there was
tells
someone
me
dropping
all
the
the time.
family name, they would have heard something prior to
Yeah.
it being a year of him missing.
Mm.
Fair. Well, it sounds like we should take
He's-
this on 3 fronts then. Sorry, I'm trying to. It's Raul-mani. I keep hearing Romani, but it's Raul-mani.
Raul-mani.
Romani. Why don't you try looking into those high-class establishments? Maybe see what you can find. If there's any trace of them out there. I doubt it, but doesn't hurt to look.
It's gonna be
Zenny?
a
Sip
tough
on the
job,
caviar.
Cappy, but I'll be able to do it. Is that what do I salute you at this time? I can't remember what the rules are on these ships.
Nah, I don't run
Pat.
it like that. Just do your thing. Zenny and Bernie, if you two want to try doing your hacking business and checking the soup kitchens or whatever other places might someone without any money get around, we can do that. And then me and Janice will take here in the spaceport. I'll see if I can get any word about some rich kid coming through or someone who might have been hitching a ride and not really paying their way, because if he's out of money, don't know how he would have gotten here.
Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let us go.
Okay, so who do you want to tackle first?
Well,
They
I
say
already
never
took
to
the
split the
spot-
party, but who cares?
Well, as we leave, surely the people doing the docs thing would just start doing
That would
Start
happen
the dots
first.
Well, yeah,
that
we
would
may be
happen
proud
first
yeah.
chronologically.
Okay.
So,
So can I get everybody to do a perception check, please, as you leave? For no reason, really.
Yeah.
am I searching?
Search,
Oh,
yes.
I hate
Yes.
new character sheets.
They're
I was like,
pretty
where do I
simple. They're
click?
just so foreign from
I
what you
figured
were
it
used
out.
to.
Yeah.
All right,
Perception.
so we got 2 people who stunted, me and Zinni, both stunted.
Where's the perception button?
It's not perception.
It's-
It's just the title
It is-
of the skill.
That's
Yeah,
the
it's called
skill.
perception. You just go over the name of the
Oh,
skill
I see,
and it
okay.
highlights red.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Oh, 3 stunts.
So what I'm looking for here is actually a pass of the number that I've got in mind, but also the highest stunt. And I think that's the same thing that's Zinni.
That's Zini, yeah.
Zinni
Because you
got
got
both
18
the
plus
highest
a 6
roll
stunt.
and the 6 stunt.
Yeah.
Life shadowed
so-
me at my character creation, but it shines on me now.
So I get stunt points now? Can I do this?
No, like this is just a different role.
Oh.
That's just me trying to figure out
Okay.
something for later. If you're unfamiliar with the AGE system, the adventure game engine, passing, you're rolling 3d6. One is called a drama dice, which is the odd color. If you pass any roll, the amount you pass by doesn't matter. If you pass, it's the amount of the drama dice, which is the part that matters. So a 6 means you pass dramatically. And if you roll 18 and got a 1 on that one, you have only just passed. But in this case, rolling 18 and rolling a 6 on the drama die is really like a big pass.
That's cool.
And the stunting means rolling doubles. That's it. And you get to do different things. But I'm not going to charge you a churn for any of the stunts. This is something for later. This is something which might come up later. So we'll move to, I think, Roof, like, asking around the docks, was it? Oh, who else was asking around the docks?
Well, I'm walking around the docks because I'm the communications officer, so I would be probably like the one who starts the conversation off.
So there's dock workers here and there. They look like they're busy. So they are, like, what are you going to say? Like, are you going straight to just the dock workers, or are you going to, like, someone a bit higher up? Who are you approaching?
Well, I would go up to like the first dock walker and I'd be like, can you escort me to the nearest supervisor so we may fill out the paperwork for our ship?
Didn't you just log it in from the terminal?
We still need to do the actual check, and we have an actual mission that we need to do in the terminal. So I'd like to give my to actually meet your supervisor in person to talk about a couple of things.
He looks at your mission.
Don't worry about it. Where is he?
Okay. And he calls over a replacement for him to deal with what he's doing. It's like, this way for boss man, and leads you to a small little, tiny little office which just oversees the place, and there's terminals there. Says, boss man, these people want to help fill out paperwork. Apparently their terminal's broken in the ship.
It's not broken. We actually came to try to talk to you, so that way we can try to get information about a missing kid. He is about a year ago he came upon the ship, trying to make sure we get any information if you've seen him or not. I think his name was what was it, Martian?
Oh, you know my name. That's just plain disrespectful. Kai.
That's what it is.
Might have been coming through on the down low, probably some rich yuppie that might have looked on their last dollar.
The supervisor, the worker has left you there to the supervisor, and the supervisor says, look, we're busy. We track ships. We don't track people. People come and go, means nothing to us. Ships, though, if you know what ship he was on, that'll probably have records.
Are these public records we could access if we wanted to look to see what kind of ships came through in the past week? Is that a public thing we can access?
Or is that some background research we would have been able to done after we got the transmission from the family? Like,
says, well, they're not public, but, well, you know how things can be fluid.
Well, of course. Well, speaking of fluidity, I mean, we gotta discuss the damage that your claw did to my ship back there in the docking procedures. I mean, we gotta talk reparations in terms of the damages done here. But of course, we can just skip all that. Maybe we can get access to those records. So I'd like to roll persuasion using that +1.
Yep.
Yeah, communications using that +1 I have.
I'll give you that +1. Yeah, it's applicable for your stunt.
So I don't know how to actually enter the +1 here, so I'm just going to quickly change my communication to a 1, and then I'll change it back.
Just roll it, and we'll add a +1.
Okay.
It's that simple.
How many fortune points will I need to spend?
Yeah. Let's see.
Am I able to assist him or no?
Well, no, there's no real assist in this.
Yeah, there's not really an assist.
Dang.
I would like to.
And with the +1.
That's a 10.
Just trying to find this. I've got numbers here for different clues and where you are, and I think with a 10, no.
All right. I will spend 4 fortune points actually, and bump it up to a 14.
Okay. So before you do that, He has pointed out that he has records only on ships, not on. So, do you know which ship that you're looking for?
Well, no, I want the records for the past week, or at least like the day he came in and used the terminal. We would have that date, correct?
The terminal
Yeah,
could have
that
been
was a
used
year ago.
somewhere on the station, not
Yeah,
Right,
that was,
but-
and that was
But
a
I
year
need,
ago.
I need.
No.
He didn't use the terminal a year ago. He used the terminal recently, which is why we're here.
Ah, okay.
He
But
used
we
a
know-
terminal somewhere on the entire station, not
But I need-
specifically on the docks.
I don't care about that. I just need to know do I know the date he used it, and could check the ships that came in on that date.
Yes, you know which date he used it. Yes, that would have been in
And
the information.
I am
package.
specifically looking for the ships that came in on that date, and getting records on those. That's what
Okay.
I'm going to be looking for.
So, without having to spend the forging points, you get that data, and I'm telling you now, that data doesn't provide you with anything of use.
All right. Then yeah, that's all I got in that case. Because
Yeah.
if they don't pay attention to the people coming in, and the
They
ships
don't.
don't have the useful data,
Yeah.
then yeah, that's the information I got,
Yeah.
and it's just not useful. That's fine.
Yeah.
Then I will
Can
not.
Can I say like a phrase like being like the moon comes out at night, and like to see whether or not like he responds with like a general like phrase of like the IRA I'm part of, the Freedom Fighter Organization
OPA.
I'm part of.
The
Yeah, the
OPA.
OPA.
Well, you are not part of the IRA.
No,
Different thing.
No, I didn't know.
Different
I
thing.
didn't. I thought that was the name. you
OPA.
said. I'm sorry.
you don't have to be that subtle. You really don't have to be
okay.
that subtle.
I mean, he might have to be that subtle because I'm here, and I'd be
Yeah, I
like,
don't want
wait a
him-
minute.
So what are you? What are
Wait
you
a minute, there's a terrorist on my ship.
Say, wait a minute.
What are you saying to try to see if you can get a
said-
reaction? If there is a reaction there.
Does the moon come out at night?
Okay. Can I get a communications for you? Communications roll.
Yeah, sure. Oh God, where is it? All right, I found it. Hold on.
And any applicable that you've got on top of that. Okay. With a 12, do you want
Do
to
I have
spend
to
your
run my
stunt?
deception as well? I didn't know if that called deception as well, because it's technically deceiving.
Well, you are trying to deceive that, so I would have given 14.
Okay.
But either way, pass. You do have stunt points for communication. You might want to have a look at some of those,
Yeah, I'm
because you
looking
can
at them
trigger
now.
some things. Like you can force some things sometimes.
And there's also membership stunts, which is that like I didn't read those. Is that,
Membership
like,
stunts, I think, is certain members, like certain organisations, will have their own.
Yeah, well,
that's-
he'd be within that organization, right?
yeah.
If he thinks the other person, yeah. If the other person turns out to be,
So
It's an investigation, right? Could I do lucky break, or no? Because that's the 3 for the investigation.
you've got
Yeah,
3 stunt
points.
points.
Yeah, you can spend all 3 to do it.
Great, that's good.
Well, yeah, I did. I just wanted to make sure I could. That was like applicable with it being an investigation. I'm technically doing. Okay, yeah. So lucky break, which should results lead for 2. It's lead to pointing 2 and 2 together later. Okay. Treat one irrelevant. Yeah, that's the one I was gonna do.
Okay, so yeah, so the stunt points, there's specific ones, but there's like I think investigation. You're kind of figuring it out. He doesn't give you an obvious like that I'm part of the OPA.
Okay.
He does say maybe the folks down in Dock 5 might help you with further information. Maybe the supervisor in Dock 5 might be able to help you with information.
I thank you very much for your assistance.
Thank you kindly.
So there's a direction of a possible OPA someone for you to speak to specifically. Who's next? We'll move to the next scene and we'll move back and forth and see how we go. Where are we going next?
Chibi and I will go to somewhere dodgy.
we've been like it sounded like we've been to Ganymede many times before because it's our
You
cargo
do the
ship.
runs, yeah.
So we've been here a number of times.
Okay.
We're probably stuck to the main areas.
Mhm.
But I'd say that Zinni would probably like Well, this is going to be an interesting one for you. So let's hit downtown, so to speak, and we'll start leading towards the more dodgy end of the spectrum.
The entertainment district is only a few levels really down from the docks because you got to entertain the dock workers, and that's probably that's where the bars are and the nightlife, so to speak. Both like mainly adult life, nightlife, in the clubs and other bits and pieces. Polly, where are you going? I just wanted to see.
Probably the
I'm
same
going
level.
to like. Well, yeah. I mean, to like. So, I'm overdressed for a ship and for an ordinary docking place, but I would find whatever the upscale sort of neighborhood is, the well-to-do neighborhood where I'm wearing looks like it would fit in like a really nice club or a really nice hotel, a really nice bar. Anybody that is like wealthy would be able to tell that what I'm wearing is like legit, like rich person clothes.
The newest
Also,
fashions.
yeah, like
There's not
really
really that much here. Again, it's not Earth, but we'll deal with you. So you go to say a like an administration area where like the actual government people who actually have that are not from the belt, like they're not Earthers, they're mostly Martians because this is again run by Martians.
Yeah, all right. I mean, you can't
But these are the people that live cleanly. Then they're not like living in hallways or bits and pieces. So you find yourself at a like essentially a restaurant, like a small little like upscale area. There's like a restaurant area. There's a nice places to stay, like rooms to rent, places to stay. And you also notice like there's security guards everywhere. Pinkwater security certainly have a much larger presence in this area compared to any of the other areas of the place. And the place is generally clean compared to, again, the rest that you've already walked through. What is your what are you looking for? What are you looking for?
So I have a picture of this kid, right? I assume we have a picture that I can show people.
Yeah, we can
right?
assume so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I notice there's a lot of security, and I walk up to. Is there like a security person who sort of seems like? All right. So I walk up to you and hi, I just landed, and I am looking for. Well, you seem like you know this. Know the area. What's the place that I should go? Where should I go? Like a newcomer here, to find some food, fun, and I don't know.
Well, the
Anything
entertainment area is a bit risky for the likes of those that like clean living. But this is this is the only real entertainment area for those that can afford it.
Oh, okay.
So to
Well,
speak.
like there's different kinds of clean, my guy. So like, clean is one thing, but fun sometimes is a little bit unclean. Where should I go? Say I'm looking for a little bit of a more edge, but not scum, right? You know what you've seen these people out there, right? But where's a person like me go for some fun?
And he tries to, ma'am, I with all respect, generally speaking, we try not to recommend the entertainment area for people like yourself, but we often do find ourselves pulling wealthy individuals, and he says elite, and there's that almost a snarl of that when he says it. Individuals from the entertainment area when they've got themselves got themselves in under their head. So for your safety and for my peace and comfort, I would suggest not going there.
Yeah.
I'd
mean,
like
hey,
a calm shift, and I'm sure my brothers in the Pink Water would also have would rather a calm shift after recent riots and other incidents.
I wouldn't want to put you in any trouble. I'm looking for fun, but not, I don't want to ruin your day. Let me tell you this. So my cousin is here, and I want to find him. I want to see if, like, he's around and we could probably hang out together. Do you have who would be the best person? I feel like you would know this stuff. Like, you and your organization. You're a great organization, by the way. We rely on you back on Earth for security to keep things,
Ma'am,
keep
Mars
things
pays my
tight.
bills, not
Okay.
Earth.
All right. Well, you know what? I love you Martians. That you guys are just terrific. We have a lot of you that work friends with us. So anyway, so I pull out my little thing. I'm like, you haven't happened to see my cousin here around here at all, have you? Just great. I doubt you've seen him, but if you did, this is what he looks like. I think he came by here recently. If not, you know what? You can just tell me where the cool place is to go to.
So you show him an image on your terminal of the person, and he doesn't recognize the person at all. Doesn't recognize Kai.
That's okay. I didn't think so. All right. So, like, say I don't want you to get into trouble. Say I don't want to make your day any harder, but I want to have maximum. I mean, look at me. I've been stuck on a ship. I've been cooped up on this horrific ship. Did you see that piece of junk land? My guy almost crashed into the wall on the way. I don't know how I ended up.
I've been stationed here all night.
Well, I mean, okay. I didn't mean to offend you. This place is really nice.
It is. It's one of the best shifts I get. I
Yeah,
rarely
wish
get
I
it. It's
would-
about once a month we get to sit here and do nothing for a night, for a whole shift.
Yeah. So hey, where should I go? Where should I? Tell me where.
If you want to get into trouble, and that's what it sounds like you're asking, go down to the entertainment district. If you want to get into even more trouble, go start exploring the lost tunnels. But we don't even go in there, so
What if I don't want to get in trouble? Where's the place where I would go?
then find a
if I
room
want-
and keep out of trouble, or stay on your ship.
Oh, I'm going to the entertainment. All right. Hey, thanks, buddy. You know what? You're a huge help. I like. How do you tip in the future? Do I like
terminal,
tap
you
it?
could probably do a terminal
Oh, yeah,
tap.
boom! I give him a little bump. I give him a little 5 credit tip. Boof. Thanks. Hey, if you happen to see, you know what? I'm gonna transfer the picture. If you happen to see my cousin, could you shoot me a message?
If I see them and you make it worth my while, then sure.
Oh, I'll make it.
After all, but if you're
You know
looking
what?
to file
You
a
don't
missing
have to go
persons
to the
request,
entertainment district for
then I'm
that.
sure we can do it properly.
Say that again.
Or if you wish to do a missing persons request, I'm sure we can do it properly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for your help. I won't be at. You'll never hit. I assure you, this is not going to go badly at all. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. And I'm on my way to the entertainment district. That guy sold me on. You know what? I'm not staying in any kind of like fun or like clean place. It sounds like those are boring. I'm
Right.
going to the adult fun that you were talking about earlier. So I'm going to run into our other friends. Hopefully. I'm going to look for them. Hey, I'm coming to you. Da-da-da-da. You're apparently at the happening place.
So it's Zini and Bernie. What are you up to?
Zinni gets a shiver down her spine, like,
Bernie just leaves that message on unread and continues on with Zini to go and try and find somewhere out of the way with a terminal where I can start looking around the records on this station.
Okay.
I wanted to ask for a bit more background information, if possible. Prior, like once we've been told that this kid's been missing and that he accessed the terminal, do we know what sort of information was pulled from the terminal in terms of like, because it was obviously the company login was used remotely. What sort of information was he pulling? Like blueprints? Was he looking up trading schedules? Was he like
He made
the way
an order.
money
Sorry?
He made an order.
He made an order
Yeah.
for
yeah.
Well, what do they ship? Luxury goods.
Well, luxury goods.
okay.
So he has money, huh?
So was the order
Well,
for
he's made
who
an
was the
internal order in
for?
a company using
Who was
old codes.
who was-
You don't
Give me
need money.
details. Where
Yeah,
was
who was-
it?
Who was the order for? Where was it going? Surely.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, there's no details of that, but
oh.
you can try to find those details.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I will definitely try and find those details.
It's not for me to just give out. This is
Yeah.
for you to uncover.
Well, you'd think that the guy that runs the company
Yeah.
would go, here's all the information we have. Here's where
We
the
have
order's
something to work
going.
with.
Like
All right.
his dad sounds very useless.
So the way, and I'm hoping I can swing it because like Zinni's got like a 2 for her intelligence, so you know she's meant to be somewhat okay at problem solving and whatnot, especially when it comes to lower end spectrum dealings, because that's kind of like where she grew up. Kind of thought process that she's going with is rich kid's gone missing for over a year, only now has recently put in an internal order for luxury goods, things like, you know, the cheese and wine and whatnot, and she knows that those things are very expensive, especially on the black market. If he's suddenly needing an influx of cash, it could be that he's going to try to put things up on sale in a black market. So while she's kind of walking towards the entertainment district with, I've already forgotten your name and I know it's down there, Bernie, she's going to kind of be laying all this out going, while we're down there, I can probably ask around and see what the local black market is like and see if anyone is going to be putting up some luxury goods for sale. Because that might be a lead. Because if you've been hiding for this long, then like they were saying, money might be running low, but that usually also means that you're probably going to try to bump it up again in not so legal means.
I just love the thought processes that are happening. Some are correct, some are wrong, but hey, it's always entertaining to see how it fans out in the end.
I mean, this is just dartboard method right now.
Yeah.
It is, but the dartboards, you're actually throwing darts in the right direction for the most part. In multiple directions all at the same time, but in the right direction. Like, so, what is your thoughts when you're heading into here? Into the entertainment district is brothels, bars, nightclubs, the whole works. There's not much security walking around.
Yeah, well, I was going to make a security check to sort of suss out where's the best place for me to go and do my surreptitious computer work.
Yeah. So security check or perception or like invest like
Yeah,
that type of
like a perception searching.
Yeah, if you've got an expert in security or focus on
I
security,
do have
that plus
expertise
2
in
on top
security,
of that, yes.
or I have searching.
Yeah, because you're looking for a terminal essentially, which you can like hardwire in and then try to get out. With an 11, I think with an 11 you can find like it's not a it's a pass and it's a pass with a +4. So you find a terminal which is like as you're walking past, you just see like an old like a disused like side tunnel that's going off behind a grate. Like one of those like great like doors which go like close like that, old security doors. And there's not really like you can easily just jimmy that and like just go a little bit in and you can like there's an active terminal, you can see the light still in there and people really wouldn't see you. Like you can see other people walking past, but you're going to be just dark enough off the side.
I just look at Zinni and like you keep an eye out and I'll slip in. And as I slip through the fence, you can see I'm putting like earbuds in and pull out my little terminal. And Zinni can hear very loud 90s G-Funk playing in my headphones. And I don't know if she sees it, but I also open a little pill bottle, take a pill, and then walk up to the terminal and start doing my hacking.
Mm-hmm. So there'll be a tech with security as your.
I also have I have technology or security. I went hard into this.
Yeah, I would say security because you are trying to hack the security.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
And I also have a talent on that. Let me just see. When you use intelligence technology focus for information, you can access computer systems. And when I succeed, the GM can provide you with one extra item of information about the subject.
Oh, okay. So what are you looking for specifically then? I'll need to ask that before you roll.
We're looking for manifests. I'm looking for manifests with Kai's name. Docking manifests and things like that.
Okay. Links to that account.
Yeah, and I'm also checking where the last login, or where this login happened. Trying to find where the login happened. It's the terminal where the login happened.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Do your roll. I've got a number.
Come on. How's that?
18.
Yeah.
With a
With a
6
six
stunt
Way
stunt.
above my number, plus a stunt. If you want to start
Let me pull up the
looking at your
stunts
stunt
page
stuff.
and you
You
can,
find his search history.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'll give you this. You find out where it was tagged in for, like where it was logged in.
we find that. Yeah, we find that
it was logged in the entertainment district
Okay. Yeah.
in a brothel.
Okay. I send that to my personal tablet GPS thing and have it pinged on there. I'm gonna go with. I think we'll go with a breakthrough. You gain not only information but some form of incontrovertible proof. Simple. Reduce the number of leads on the path by 1, jumping to a further point in the investigation immediately. Detailed.
Oh, you're gonna use that? Bastard.
I'm going to use a
Okay.
breakthrough, and I'm going to use my last point.
So wait for. Well, I'll give you this first.
Yep.
You find where, like, you find the shipment is of luxury goods, as you kind of knew. It came in, and it has been placed into a storage hold called Doc. I've got to find it.
Then let me pull up my notes.
I'm writing it as well.
Cool.
No, yes, there we go. Success. 57D.
Doc 57D, and it's being held there still.
Well, it's been placed there.
It's been placed.
Like you go through the shipping manifest, and like there's this weird little thing that happened to this shipment, and then you just follow that lead from that shipment. It's like, okay, and following that lead is like, oh, it went to where essentially it's a holding room or holding warehouse type thing.
Does it say anything about awaiting collection?
Well,
or
that's what I want to use my last point for as an aha. The GM reveals one additional useful fact. I want to know who is in charge of that. Where's that shipping supposed to be going? Where's the order going to? Who's the order placed? Who's the order going to? Apparently.
It's going to. It seems to be an alias of Kai's.
Okay.
Like, yeah. Your thought would be, oh no, this must be an alias, and like, yeah.
Okay, cool.
We have a
I'm cool.
name?
Yeah, for the alias.
I can't give you a name, but yes, you have the alias's name, which is.
Yep, Rupert.
I'm waiting for it.
Rupert Numplewink.
Okay. I was expecting something else, but okay. Rupert Nufflewink is the alias.
Rupert the Bear.
I was expecting Murdoch
That works too.
from
That
Australia.
works too.
So you just cut out quite a bit with using that skill. You actually cut out the whole thing, unless you want to go through that.
What? No. Well, like, so from there, I come back out just like grinning, like I've just like had a really awesome hacking time. Just pull out my earbuds and just like start sending data to Zini, saying like, and telling her all that information that we got. We'll get the guys at the docks who are still at the docks to go check out that dock. Maybe Janice has got some connections there that he might be able to, get in and see that dock 57D. Yes, dock 57D, and we'll go and check out this brothel. And I will send a message to Romani saying, "Time to get your freak on, babe."
Who just turns up.
I'm running
just
there.
just walks around the corner.
Yeah. I'm like,
Zenny,
take
you
the dress, I
remember
rip the top
when you were in the docks,
over.
you saw that like the storage areas of the docks, the storage places of the docks, they're all ordered, like numbered. Like there's a fashion to their ordering. That was what the perception was before.
Okay.
So it wouldn't be hard to locate this.
Yeah. So yeah, I send
Well,
out text. I assume like you can send
Well,
text
we
messages
had a
to
little
other
fun
people.
on this mission.
Mhm.
Haha. You know what makes this even more exciting is I know my dad wouldn't want me doing this.
We've probably got
Sucks
a
to
really
be.
bad group chat full of bad memes, so I probably posted on that.
Send it to.
So, yep.
I was just gonna say, just send it to Rage directly,
Yeah, I make sure I send it to Rage. Yes.
not the group chat. The things you find there, like seriously.
I'm already in the brothel.
But we'll go to Rage and Janice. Back to Dock 5. Again,
So,
this tiny little booth with supervisor sits in. And
So
you've just got the info.
Rage is currently like leaning up against the wall in like the back of the supervisor's office, letting Janice talk to this guy because this guy wasn't here when I did my cool piloting thing. I got nothing to talk to this guy about,
Different
so I'm
doc.
reading the tech.
No.
Yeah, it's a different doc. This person doesn't know I'm cool, so I don't care. So I'm just going through my messages and get the
Yep.
one right now from Zinni and Bernie.
So, like tattoo, you can see that there's a tattoo around the neck, almost a tribal. You can also see on the side of the neck, just behind the ear, a circle with like an Anarchy and an OPA there on the just back of the neck, and like not even hiding, like affiliation. So there's what's that Beltalago?
What's up? What's a little bit upon my chest? I'm looking for a child by the name of Kai.
We
He
don't
might
deal
be-
with kids. No,
I understand.
don't
I
deal with
understand,
kids.
my friend.
It is too
Remember, he's
political.
classified as an adult.
Pi-
He is of legal age.
Oh, is it? I thought he was young. Okay.
No,
all
no, no,
right.
no, no.
He's 18.
He's
He's
a legal
18.
adult. Yeah, that's the
Okay.
thing. That's why it's. Yeah.
Pink
Okay.
water would come on down of us like a no. Do not deal with kids.
I understand, my friend. Here, let me correct myself. He's an adult, 18 years old. I believe he goes by the name of Murdoch. There are some people. Do you heard of him at all? One friend to another. As I show one of my markings on my chest.
Let's do communications and let's see.
All right.
Just a quick clarification. Rage is just sitting in this room, leaning against
Yeah.
the wall. So he's just here. So unless someone asked him to leave at some point.
No, if it gets to like where we're actually talking about something that's not this,
That's, um,
I will tell you to leave, or I will go somewhere else.
I haven't it says I haven't heard of the name before. We don't really track people, just cargo and shipments and ships. Names. pfft, I wouldn't know the names of my 5 children if it wasn't tattooed on me.
All right.
And that bitch made sure they got tattooed on me.
I asked me and the gentleman over to like another side, making sure we're out of earshot.
You're in a
from-
tiny little cubicle. There's no
Oh.
side. There's
Oh,
his desk, which is a massive terminal of buttons, screens, and monitors. His chair, you, and Rage, and a door. There's really not any room.
So
here.
yeah, so Rage gets the text of like which like storage shed to go look for stuff. It's like, hey, I just got a text saying storage shed 57B. If you want to keep talking to this guy, see whatever you can get. I'm gonna head over there, check that out.
I'll meet you there.
All right.
And I keep talking.
Walks out the room.
So you just walk out.
Yeah.
I was just putting it in chat going, ping, message from Zini to Rage.
Message from Rage. Does any? Hey, I think Janice is OPA. So there's that.
I did it.
Yeah, he had his back to you, so you wouldn't have seen any of that subtle.
I'm not an
chest-tapping.
idiot.
Sure.
I have intelligence too. Also, if we're going with logical leaps, I'm like, oh yeah.
Well, there's a deception versus communications check if you really want to go into that, but
I don't.
generally
care
we
enough,
don't go
it's
into
fine.
things like
yeah,
that.
I don't care enough.
Yeah,
Rage wasn't paying attention. He was looking at the phone, reading the text message about the storage locker.
yeah.
So it's fine. So
Yeah.
he went out and left. Wasn't paying attention.
So you walk out. What else are you asking the supervisor?
So I wanted to hold on. Let me get back into my accent. So there's nothing that any of your people may know, or is there any way that like anywhere else we can go to? I mean, there has to be some area on the ship that tracks at least somewhat of the population here.
If you want to talk to the Marzies, like you can talk to Pinkwater, but yeah, they don't. They treat us okay.
Are they with us at all or no?
No. No. But they're kit gloves for the most part. Some of them less so.
Would they at least behave, or would I have to try some other means?
It's we try to avoid them, and there's some which apparently are friendly, but we avoid them. They just make sure that things look calm, and we don't try to make things public. Although
Understood.
recent events with the Canterbury and yeah, things are tense right now.
Is there anything that you also would want to try to get help with down here? I mean, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Your reputation's more.
Just I think my boss man will be like, he's just like, keep quiet, and that's what my boss man's orders right now.
Alright.
She's just cautious now with the current tension.
Okay. You make sure you let the organization know if you need assistance.
Will do. And your name was?
Giannis.
Giannis.
Giannis Namian.
And what was your ship in case there's some docking fees that might be late?
Just charge the Maxis. I don't remember the name. I'll get it to you. What is give me your information and I will make sure it gets to you.
I mean, I can deal with it right now, if need be.
Yeah, give me a minute. Let me text this Maxi here and see if you give me the information.
It's the sommelier.
Sommelier. There we go.
You've been on it for a while. You just can't be bothered.
Just can't remember the name.
Sommelier. That is the name.
Yeah. So it's there it is, and can you do communications, please?
I am rolling these communications though.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, this is
Oh my god.
God, you're doing that. He tries to.
Hold on, wait.
He starts putting things in, and it keeps on coming up.
Can I
Error.
fortune?
Error.
Can I fortune that? Can I just like 4 fortune that? Because that's just horrible.
Yeah,
to get that up.
right? Yeah.
If that's what you're doing,
Will that get it to pass or no?
it'll get it to
How many
pass.
points?
Oh crap! Turn. Never mind. No, never mind. Yeah, no, never
Yeah,
mind.
every time you spend a stunt, I haven't been. I've got to update that because it's been a while since I've updated it. It should be up
There
to
have
there.
been at least 2 more stunts.
Yeah, there has been. So there's the thing. Like, do you want to pass? Which will then cost you turn.
Well,
I-
so is it
I
when you
will
spend
let
a
you
stunt or when you spend a fortune point? Because if he spends fortune points, and
No,
that
no.
doesn't affect.
But he hits a stunt if he passes because it's
Yeah.
2 ones.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'll let
good?
myself. I let myself bow out. With
There's,
grace.
he slaps the terminal and like tries it again. He's like, the bloody Martians have played with the software again. We'll see what we can do elsewhere. I'll pull it up the chain to my boss man.
So he was trying to
Hey.
waive the docking fees for us, was he?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that Janice doesn't really care because Rage has to pay for it.
Yeah, I'm not saying. Oh,
And Rage
I mean,
then
it'd be-
invoice. Yeah, and then Rage invoices that to the company who hired us to deliver the cargo. So it's just like the chain of who actually pays doesn't really matter.
Generally speaking.
Yeah, but thank you, my brother. I will make sure I talk to these masses.
No, good luck trying to find this kid. Just again, Pinkwater just wants things calm, and so does my boss man.
Understood.
Conflict causes conflict. But continue with the fight quietly. Shall we go on our break before we go to the brothel? Because I think the brothel could be a whole thing in itself.
Oh yeah, I think that's going to be.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be a long, pleasurable scene.
I look forward to taking a nap in between. It'll be great. I'll be nice and rested.
I will ask, is Janice trying to run to catch up with Rage?
No, I was-
He's only just left, really.
Yeah,
I
Rage
mean,
left
is-
like a minute ago at
Yeah.
best, and is
Yeah,
walking.
yeah.
He's not like running there. He's just like, I'm just gonna walk there.
I mean, I don't really have any other leads outside of trying to talk to that person. But if he's like on a lead that was given by somebody else, I guess I would go. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Well, he told you to catch up with him there, so.
well, yeah.
But,
so-
but are you just walking casually behind?
yeah,
the same
I'm
direction?
I'm in no rush to catch up with him. I'm not really
Okay.
his friend at all. So yeah, I'm good.
You don't have things to chat about on the walk.
So much
No,
love.
no.
Now listen,
I
the
love you
airlock's big
outside
enough
of-
for airlock's big enough for 2 people here. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
I love you outside of character. Like,
Remember, everyone, the animosity you see between characters is between characters, not players.
yes.
That is absolutely a thing. As a production, I've actually had to check on people just in case, and it's like, oh no, it's okay. It was just in character. It's all pretend. But we will take a break because I think yes, the scene in La Cage, which is the brothel,
All right.
might be a bit more.
Oh, gonna be a
I'm
quick.
consuming.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's gonna be a quickie.
yeah.
Hey.
But maybe some fade to black, so that might cut down some. Sweet. But we'll be back shortly. Stick around. This is our first time playing the Expanse. The system's a bit different, but also the scenario is also quite open as well. So there's a lot of improv, a lot of bits and pieces, and some really, really good suggestions on your planning. Like really, really good suggestions. But anyway, we'll see how that goes after the break, and we'll be back soon. See ya. And we're back! Yay! Yes, they've been doing it the entire break.
Good workout.
Actually, my rowing machine just got delivered right at the start of the break, so I was like, yes! Now I get to spend the afternoon setting it up, and the rest of the afternoon telling the
Not using
goblin
it.
not to touch it. Because I know he wants to play. But anyway, we're back with the Expanse Cupbearer quick start game, where we are heading into the brothel. I think I'll use the same music because it's applicable. The cyberpunk club flux. Bring that back
I
up a
can't
little
hear
bit.
the music.
That'll be
Am I
because of
supposed to
me being on the wrong setting. It's been there all the entire time, just on the wrong setting. There you go. It should be in there. Just in the background enough.
Right, now I'm in the mood. Okay.
So, 3 of our party members. I'll just get the right things here. But I'm working off both the Roll20 and the PDF. So if you see me looking up like that, I'm on the PDF and I'm just working on both. It's just for my eyes and my brain. It kind of works. So I'm trying to find out where we are in the game. We're all over the place in the game.
We are
The cage.
currently
There we
going to the cage.
Scene 2. Well, other people are going to scene 4. Because
Scene 3 is for chumps and scene 2's in the past.
no, you've already been to 3.
Scene 3 is for chumps, as I said.
Why not? Actually, no. You're going to scene 3 halfway. Anyway, so the cage.
I don't deny it.
The cage is one of a number of licensed brothels in Ganymede that you found in the lower levels of the docks area. It's a commercial entertainment area. Again, it's not near the residential, but there's a lot of bars, restaurants, and other businesses catering to both visitors and station residents looking for entertainment and night out. There's not as much of a police presence around or a security presence around here, but it is still there. It's just not as prominent as other areas. When you enter into the cage, there's a small reception area with a lady behind the desk. Say, "Oh, welcome into the cage. Are you in for a night of entertainment?"
Can I cut in and say prior to us arriving at the cage?
Oh, okay. Prior.
I was going to say because we're going to be there to pump out information from a woman who works there, or I assume woman. So it was more along the lines of, okay, so what exactly are we just planning to go up to reception and say we're looking for someone? Are we going to pretend and say that, indicating either herself or Polly or Bernie is perhaps a jilted lover of Sir Rupert Murdoch, Numplewink, and is here to cause some drama and find out where the little rascal is hiding so we can hunt him down.
I got an idea.
I'll also give you this as well. This involves a social tests, but not a social test in that, but all of your tests will be adding up to to try to pass. You're going to try to, in this situation, re-explore how you change people's social standings, social reactions to you. So the staff here are going to have one type of essential attitude to you. You want to get them to be friendly enough to give you information.
Yeah.
There's lots of different ways of doing that. You have to make a certain amount of passes, and there's a certain limit as well of how many times you can make tests, or how many times you can fail. So there. I just want to point that out too. So you're in this situation, you want to try to convince them that you're friendly and they're friendly enough to try to get information, or you can go the opposite way and try to do intimidation or even bribery. But once you go down the intimidation path, you are set down that intimidation path.
Yeah. So Zinni has a few ideas that she will swing past Bernie and Romani. And one of them involves Bernie, you're good with technology. Would you be able to alter the photo that we have of good old Rupert and make it look a bit more roughed up? We don't want him to look like he's literally just come from like a family photo shoot in a high-end district, especially if he's going to try to blend into this area. So rough him up a bit, say that we're trying to look for him, give out another name, say we're looking for Bob. If they say they don't know a Bob by that name, but they know that face, we'll just pretend, oh, it's another lie, another alias that he's built up. Brilliant. Do we know anyone there who worked with him or who he hired that we can talk to so we can find him?
Why do we need him to look roughed up?
Because if he looked, I'm assuming the official photo we have is of him from like the family, where he's probably dressed up all fancy-like and probably wearing high-end gear.
Probably around his 18th birthday, which is just before he left.
Yeah, and it's like we're not looking for the high-end noble dude. We're just looking for a regular guy who blends in here.
Yeah, I can do that. Like I have technology skills. I assume that because
Photoshop skills.
I'm a computer nerd. I have Photoshop skills. Like, I have absolutely no people skills, so I assume as a child, I just spent my time on a computer and didn't interact with anyone and then got drafted to the army. Because I grew up on a farm in Darwin. Like, what else was I going to do?
Catch barramundi.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Yeah.
Wrestling?
Your life sounds sad.
Wrestle some crocs. Yeah, no, I can do anything like that, but someone else has got to talk to the lady.
Okay.
I just want to drink.
Do your edit.
Yep. So
I don't have a high
check.
DC in mind for this because you're just putting a couple layers on top of easily. Yeah. No stones.
Yeah, so I just pull out my little pad and I've probably got a stylus that I can do a quick little couple of edits a la Chibi for awesome art skills.
And Romani, you said you had an idea?
So up until now, you thought of Romani as a useless, annoying, stuck-up freak. But in this moment, she's got an idea. She looks at you, and for a second, she seems like she's all of a sudden Einstein. As to this type of situation. Okay, all right. So here's the thing. There are two types of currencies that work no matter where you are. You can be the poorest of the poor, you can be the richest of the rich. There are two things that matter: credit and sex. I don't care if you are a duchess, there are certain things that can't be bought with credits. So I feel like me and some of these girls in here have similar ways of thinking about things. I'm gonna see if they need help. I'm gonna try to get a job here. I think I speak their language. We use different words, but the transaction is the same. You don't succeed in the higher echelons as a woman, even in this day and age, without holding back and giving sex as a currency.
How is that going to help you find out where Rupert?
Trust. Think about this.
That sounds like a long-term.
Yeah, that's going to take a long time to build. Like, trust isn't something you just get by walking in and getting a job.
Well, it might not be getting a job, but presenting yourself as somebody that is like them greases the wheels to discussion that might otherwise not happen. Sometimes these transactions are spot transactions, sometimes they're long-term, but people like this are going to. Information is also a currency. So I said two things. There's three things. Information is also.
This glow of Einstein is slowly fading.
I was gonna say she seems to be there all the time, but information too. I forgot about that one. Okay, there's three. Maybe there's others, but anyway, what I'm telling you is this is how you do it. Otherwise, they will be on their guard. They're not going to give information to a customer. You think they're going to do that? No way. No way.
I think, okay.
Look, I think money talks, and the best way for you to get it the information would just be to pay for it.
Okay, I'm just going to pause. I'm going to bring
Oh yeah.
Howl'n back in. That took way too. That would have been amazing to clip, but in that clipping, I had to adjust all the bits and pieces, which, damn,
That's all right.
I had a button pressed already. It was like,
Yeah.
it's been.
Money definitely talks. Having experience in areas like this, I would definitely say, especially with how quickly we're trying to work, probably money will talk better, as well as maybe pretending to be a what these girls are probably used to is being backstabbed. And they understand that, relationships don't really work, which is why they're currently in their line of work. So if someone came in pretending to be the jilted lover of said edited photo of Rupert, that's something that they can probably relate to and understand, and also help you get your revenge.
Can I get?
Hey, whatever. I'm just new.
Can I get those those three to do a perception, please, or observation check? While you're having this communication, this discussion before you entering.
What am I rolling here now?
A perception.
Perception. Okay.
Yep. Okay. So, as mentioned on the break, we'll take the highest only in this. Zinni, as you're talking about this discussion, you just see a Pinkwater security guard walking past, and on their terminal has a picture of Romani as a caution earther.
Uh-oh.
She's like, so I think, maybe going in pretending to be what the hell did you do? Romani?
Hmm?
And she'll kind of just subtly start pointing at security guard walking past with a photo of why are you already wanted?
I mean, so far as I know, I'm not wanted anywhere. I'm supposed to be on this ship. I don't want to be on this ship, but I'm, so far as I know, I'm trying not to get into. So I try not to get into too much trouble because I stand to I'm gonna get a promotion here. I'm gonna be higher royalty if I get through this, presumably. So I don't want. But this is just, I get tempted. So this is the one time I might do something that is, that could get me into trouble. But I haven't, so far as I know, I haven't done anything.
She's gonna Zinni's gonna turn from looking at Romani to Bernie, going, should I be the one to go in and?
Well, I don't know.
My communication
it just shouldn't be me.
But I do have deception as well.
So is this just a brothel, or is it like a nightclub as well?
It's a brothel.
It's
brothel.
just a brothel. So there's no bar or anything like that. So I couldn't just go in and hang out at a bar while someone else does other things.
Well, no, brothels have bars.
Says the person who's had zero experience with that, I'm sure.
Well, yes, clearly from movies.
The info blurb, you can see that it's it says on the info, on the outside of it, bar and other bar.
Okay, cool.
And bar and other services catering for men and women.
Cool. So I can, while someone is pretending to be the jilted lover, we could enter separately and just be patrons, just to keep an eye on them. Cool. Okay. Well, Zinni.
I will say as the GM though, if you're separating your roles in this and trying not to associate with everybody, the roles that you have are individual. As in, you have to individually make up all the successes but that means only one person might get kicked out if they don't get it, if they get if they get too many failures. But if you're one group, anyone can roll to add to those successes.
Yeah. Well, I think we stick as a group of two Earthers. We can be sort of seen together as, Earther friends, while you entered separately as the jilted lover. We'll try and find some information out from maybe bar people or other things like that, while you try and play up that jilted lover.
Okay.
So
So
Zinni's
who's
the
doing
jilted lover.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so we're going to go in first.
All right, so what am I doing now?
You're just hanging
What
out
am I
with me at the bar
Okay.
and just trying to find out whatever you can.
So, the establishment has a small reception area where the visitors must pay a nominal entrance fee.
I just look at.
Normally, this is no
Relmani.
problem.
What?
Zinni,
Yes.
what's your income?
0.
Again, normally this is no problem. So, Romani and Bernie both pay and enter.
Oh, wait. So even just getting to the reception desk, you have to pay a fee?
Well, getting past the reception desk to enter.
I just want to talk to the receptionist.
Then we start that scene. So, Romani and Bernie enter further into the establishment, where beyond the reception area, there's a small social lounge with a bar and a number of comfortable, intimate seating areas. The rest of the establishment you can see is small rooms, consists of small private rooms used by the workers and rented out by the patrons for their services. But at the back of the reception, without any money, can I do anything for you, dear? Are you looking for some entertainment for the night? We do have some lovely boys.
Well, we were saying we were entering 10 minutes beforehand. I'm just going to turn to Romani and go, I'm pretty sure Zinni's broke. Transfer her some money.
All right, so I do that, and I talk to. So I do that really quickly. I'm paying attention now to. Okay, well, my brain's fried, but now somebody's talking to us.
So, like, you could
Here,
give
just
her.
take it. Just take your money.
Give her one of your income, and so now Chibi could be sitting on a current income of at least one. So she's got to at least pay her way through some of this
Let's
stuff.
not get you crazy. I mean, I'll give you a little bit of money to get in through the door.
Okay.
Income? I don't think so.
50 cents.
We'll go back to Zinni at the door because the other two went in earlier. I was like, oh crap, Zinni's broke.
Yeah, like
can you
5
just
minutes in, I got the ping going, you've received cash.
Transfer. So you should pass the reception and go to the bar, but we'll go to Zinni, who just essentially wanted to speak to a reception. So at the reception, the lady's like, can I help? We do have some lovely men for you if you wish, or women if that way inclined. It's okay. No judgment here.
I'm definitely looking for a man, but not necessarily one that works at your establishment. She's going to kind of come up to the desk and just kind of, like, I just came back from a really long shift away.
She says, "Oh, no men work. We do all the work here."
Exactly. I just came from a really long shift out doing hold on.
Oh,
She's going to be saying this right. I'm not going to offend her. I've just come from a long swing.
A long haul.
Out. Yes. And the man I was seeing has apparently been making the rounds while I was gone. And, I work hard not for someone to do that to me. So I don't want to cause drama for you, but I definitely want to cause drama for him. Have you seen him? I'm making the rounds, going to all the different places to see where he's been going. And she's going to flash that edited photo.
Can I do communications or like, because you are deception. I think deception's probably yeah. With a 12. She says I haven't seen him for a while, dear. You say that you're girlfriend, wife?
Oh, definitely not that committed. Definitely not now. But we were seeing each other before I went out for the long haul.
Sorry, do you want to spend stunt points, by the way? You've got 5.
I mean, that sounds like a breakthrough.
Is that what you wanted to spend?
Hold on, let me have a quick read again of them. I mean, yeah, I'll go for the breakthrough.
On the first question, yeah, great. So what's breakthrough? Read it out so we can know, so we can understand.
No, actually, hold on. Because the other thing I was looking at was intuition. The GM reveals, it's only worth 2 points. GM reveals a fact about the object of your test you could not have noticed or deduced simply by interacting with it. So when she was asking that question, it's like, what am I supposed to be picking up here that she's asking about, whether I'm a wife or...
Breakthrough would work better.
Work through better? Okay.
Yeah. So read out breakthrough.
So you gain not only information, but some form of incontrovertible proof.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Otherwise, I'd give you just a small hint rather than... Yeah. So when she says, haven't seen him for a while. He hasn't worked here for at least a month.
Hasn't worked there for a month.
And unless there's something else, we'll go inside.
Let me chew on that one for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's kind of a bombshell right there.
That's why.
So
Otherwise, if you just went like the little hint would have been, you think she's not giving you all the information, that she does know more. That's why I think breakthrough is a bit more important.
Okay.
To give you the full. Sometimes you want inside with Romani, Real Money, and Bernie. You sit at the bar and those ladies and gentlemen around the place. There's quieter corners. Are you at the bar or like one of the quieter booths?
I'm at the bar.
I'm in the center of as many people as I can be in the center of, trying to look glamorous.
So you're looking for an interesting night because you'll certainly get a lot of the workers' attention. Because
if that works, that's I'm going for that. Then if I'm going to be like a fancy customer, if that works, that's what I'm going for.
Well,
whatever.
With the money that's on display from you is also more of a kin of someone that might want someone that's willing to spend that much. So you've got the attention of a lot of the workers.
Good.
Meanwhile, Dr. Oblong and Bernie is at the bar trying to be less attention, it seems.
Oh yeah, I'm just ordering myself a beer, or can I afford a beer? Probably. Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's only like having zero income. You weren't going to come into the front door.
Okay. Yeah.
That was the whole thing with Zini.
So there is like cheap, just worker type beers. Yeah, I order the cheapest beer on the thing, and take the furthest seat at the bar. And just sit back and watch. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think we need a perception yet, but we'll see. Polly, you've got men and women.
That's right.
The attention of men and women just hanging out. Oh, so what brings you to Ganymede Station? You look so glamorous. Oh, I wish I could fit into something like that.
Well, I'm surprised you can't. I bet you could fit in.
Says the 2 meter tall, very tall, elongated figure of one of the Belter hostesses.
This is my first time out to the Belt. You are all so tall, and I would say beautiful. You are unlike anything that we have. I'm from Earth, and it is very unexotic. I've not felt this alive, since I've left my home planet.
Oh, we're all here to give that exotic thrill, so to speak, but not everybody is... You see, zero gravity does different things to different people, so... some of us are taller, some of us... Well... We'll not go into that, but...
I have yet to... partake in the low gravity extracurriculars.
Well, we do have gravity here, which is one of the reason why a lot of the Belters like to stay in Ganymede because of that gravity. But if you want zero gravity,
I assume there's an extra charge for that, and so I do that little thing, and I like the bump with like the tip, whatever. So,
Well, that means going off station, and
oh, I see. You don't have a special room for that?
no, it's
I mean,
Ganymede's
am I saying?
big enough to have its own gravity. I know it might not be Earth gravity,
Right.
but we do have gravity. It's
You have
just
to understand. I'm just a small town girl from Earth. You know, like this is
oh, darling,
me,
you're not
this
small
is
town.
amazing.
That's not smart.
You got me
And-
there.
And like boys and girls are like, darling, you are not small town.
You got me there.
Like you do not fit in, but I think that you're enjoying not fitting in, and you're used to this. Huh?
You're very perceptive. You've seen my type before. You know, that's good. That's good. So, tell me, what
One of the girls says, "And what type is that?" And looks to the guys, and it's like they're trying to suss out, like which direction you're leaning.
Oh, I see. I like one of each.
Oh, it's always best to share.
But
right.
only
People
one.
and their freaking
Only
banquets.
one.
Only one for starters. We'll see how you know. I'm flexible.
Aren't we all? So you were going to ask a question. Sorry, interrupted
Yeah.
you.
So, you know, maybe we could have a more intimate conversation. What I'm trying to do is mechanically, I have a bonus from seduction,
Mhm.
which seems like, you know, I'm sort of doing this here without being too like insane.
Do you have to seduce when they want that? Like they want you to spend
Well,
money?
Well, I think they have to like me beyond just being a customer, right? You know, they have to like sort of
Oh, I
be
guess that's true.
infatuated, right? You know,
Yeah.
To like give me information. You know, like that's where I was thinking like the
So
job
communication roll
yeah.
with seduction bonus.
I have like a macro for that.
Holy
Oh
crap.
my god.
So
Hey,
it's a plus by 5. By the way, you needed 12.
Alright.
Bring the churn.
Didn't need 19, you needed 12. But it's the drama dice is 5, so you passed quite spectacularly.
Yeah.
The outfit and the fact you come in looking like you've got money is also going to be helping that as well.
Mhm.
I would have given you a little bit extra on top of even if you failed. You've certainly got their attention.
I have the perfect yeah, I have stunt points, right? 5
Yeah.
stunt points.
5
So
stunt
there is
points.
a stunt, and tell me if this applies. It's called flirt, and it says roll communication seduction versus your target's willpower self-discipline as a simple social roll against a character whose attitude toward you is open or better with a positive bent. If you win, they become enamored with your character, opening the door to future romance or intimacy. I think that, you know, what I would read that is like, you know, not just
They are not at open or
Being
better.
open.
They're neutral.
okay,
At this
hold on a
stage.
second. Hold on. Then I have, let's try.
But with that roll, they will move 1 step.
Okay, so can I use the flirt then, or should I pick something else?
Flirt works. Well, they're not open or They're not open or better. They're at neutral.
Okay.
They start at
Okay.
neutral. You want to get them further along that slider.
Okay, so how about this? If I spend, so I want to sort of sway two. I want a woman and a man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I could do sway the crowd, which is your words affect one additional person of your choice.
Mm-hmm.
You may choose this stunt multiple times per roll, but if someone is opposed to your test, you can't expand the effect. So that's 2. So I could have my words affect like 3 people.
Yep.
3. You know what? I said 1 of each. I meant 3 of you. I would like.
Well,
And
1
I
of
would
each, and you're
say
impressing the other establishment as well, maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's more of a board. So it's across the realm. So
Having
I'd say
said that, I am willing to pay big for an orgy. Just so we're clear.
You could also do the let's make a deal.
Oh, what's that?
Your actions turn out to benefit a character you didn't target who now owes you a favor, however grudgingly.
Oh, yes.
I
That's
think
what
the
want.
first one's. I think the other
Thank
one works
you
better.
very
She can do sway the crowd for 2 and let's make a deal for the other 3.
I'll make it easy on Karsh. Like, I would like to choose let's make a deal, but if that's going to complicate your life.
It doesn't really work in this situation. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes
From
you
an
might think this will be
MC's
awesome.
perspective, I can see the struggle.
Yeah. But sometimes it just doesn't work in the situation.
Well, I could make up something like the bartender.
Yeah.
Suggested to somebody, hey, look, there's a big spending person over there, and then I say, I can overhear. Oh, I see. So you're using me to further your social capital. Well, now you owe me something, Mr. Bartender. When I'm done here in a couple of hours, I have a question for you.
We'll see how that goes then. If that's how you want to spend it, then.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I have 5 total points, so I could do both.
Yeah. So you've certainly impressed people, and you've certainly moved that slider along a little bit.
Yeah. All right.
Dr. Oblong, are you doing anything at the bar? You're just observing everything in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Then, again, if there's a need for, we'll do something with that. But otherwise, you're just there as backup, maybe.
I'm there as backup, and if they need me for my computer skills and stuff, because we know that there's a terminal in here that you did use.
So let's go to Chibi. Zeni at the front door with that bombshell.
I've just been told he worked here.
You were.
And she is literally taken aback, he didn't tell me he was doing this for me. He told me he had a job. He told me he was all good, and you're telling me now he was working here on the side and trying to do. I'm sorry. When did you say you last saw him? A month ago?
Yeah, he was working up until about a month ago.
It's around the time that he told me that he was going to be doing something and he'd get back to me. Did he say anything to anyone here? Did you know if he was close to any of the staff here? I kind of came back and it was like no one was there at the place we were staying, and I thought he'd done a runner on me, and do you know anyone who was close with him? Who did he speak to anyone here?
Do you want to do a deception again?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
I mean, she rolled great last time.
It's an 11. Let's see where we are. An 11. Do you want to spend a fortune to pass?
Yes.
Okay. Wait. Okay, yeah. With the fortune spent to pass, again, that's the churn is ticking. I forgot.
We're doing
Polly's
great,
one, but
guys.
the churn is ticking. The aim is to go through the churn.
Yeah.
Because it's only very short. You usually wouldn't have this speed in a longer game. So you do have a stunt point if you really need to, but she does say, darling, I've got some other bad news for you.
He's all right, right?
No, it's not that.
Oh, okay.
She steps out from behind the desk and pulls her chair across you and sits you down.
Oh. I'll sit there, kind of gripping the edges of the chair tightly as if I'm just bracing myself.
He had He was here for a little bit, and he had a favored client, and when I say favored, it became his only client for a while. And darling, it's a guy.
Oh.
And
Okay.
and not just anyone, but do you know of Ornaquillo? No. He
Is it someone who's like, she kind of like looks down at her, like, you know, her worker uniform, like, is it someone who's like a bit
he kind of runs one of the big gangs and mobs around here.
Oh. Okay. She's like kind of just like taken aback, going, okay, what are the gangs? They don't cause trouble for you. Like, I suppose like maybe Yuzini has an idea of what gangs are kind of like, given her background. Are they the dangerous sort, or do you think he's being held hostage or something, or?
And instead that we'll move on to, hey, so inside, no. Or shall we go back to the docks?
Yeah, we should head to the docks.
Yeah,
because it's been a while.
Yeah.
I know.
Jack high with all these bombshells, though.
Oh.
And this is the part you so earlier in the game, someone spent 5 stunt points to totally skip an entire section which was going to be a cage, which you absolutely could have skipped. But instead, let's decide to go in there anyway.
I mean, I feel like we're finding out some really good
it's
stuff.
way better for the story.
You do get more.
Now we know.
We got the tea.
You do get more. Yeah, you do get more, but at the same time, yeah. Anyway, back at the docks. So it's been established that Rage was going to go to 57D storage, storage locker, or lockup. And a minute later is when Janice is going to be there. So Rage, you turn up to you find the storage loggers, and you see that they're numbered. Like that's easy to follow the numbering pattern, and so it's not that hard to actually locate. And the same with Janice, they're not that hard to figure out the numbering pattern and the ladder pattern, and it's easy to locate. You arrive at a locked door, big enough for crates and a forklift to get in and out of, but that's about it.
Is it locked like via like just a lock? Is it locked via a keypad? How is it locked?
Keypad locked.
So I have knowledge of engineering. Can I short circuit the lock to get a screwdriver, pry open the keypad, and short some wires together to get it to open?
You think that type of engineering, that type of short circuit, it's most likely going to seal it locked.
Are there workers around that would like?
Well, you arrive a minute later.
Oh crap! I'm not there yet. Sorry, I didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, so like, he checks the lock, realizes he can't like force it open, and like, he doesn't know the keypad combination, has no way of guessing that. So like, I wait for Janice, because Janice might be able to talk someone into getting someone to unlock this for us, where I know I cannot do that.
Okay.
So I just wait patiently by the door.
Wait patiently by the door. About a minute later, about 30 seconds after that, actually, Janice walks up, and you see Rage just standing next to a door with the 57D on a sign above it.
Did you try to open the door? It's like,
Like he like leans a little bit to the side and like reveals the like lock he was standing in front of. It's like, nah, ain't gonna work.
Yeah. I go to where some workers are and try to see if I can't, like, if I can talk to them. Is there anybody like nearby who looks like a worker for this place?
There are workers around.
All right. I'm gonna go up to one of them and be like, excuse me, sir. You wouldn't happen to be able to know where a spare key for one of the units is? I seem to have misplaced mine. It's just not in my jacket at this time.
Can I have a communications bargaining / bribery, please?
Wouldn't that be deception?
You ask. You. I think it's pretty obvious that you don't.
Oh, damn. Oh, okay.
I think. Okay. So with a 12, no stunt points. With a 12 and a 3 success, essentially a 3 level success, he says, those communication codes are a bit hard to come by these days. I'd have to check the logs and I'd have to go through things. It's so hard and so, I'd have to take time out of my shift, and time is money, and
allow me to ask you this question. Have you seen the moon tonight? Like the question to see if he's part of the OPA at all.
It's like,
and I can just get away with that.
Ray just thinks to himself,
I've been
"Army on the
working
moon
all
right
night,
now."
and like, if it's not in my interest to pay any attention, then look, I can just go straight back to work, and we all have mouths to feed.
No. All right, hold on now. Let's not get hasty here. How about this? I will gladly give you some type of representation for your compensation for what you're providing to me. But first, I need to make sure that you're at least worthy of what you're going to give me, sir.
So you think we can't do this?
I mean, I don't know you. You don't know me. I mean,
I don't.
I'd give you half now. I'll give you half. Let's say about 3 credit. And once you actually provide me access to the door, I give you the rest. 6 credit.
Or I can call Pinkwater.
How much do you want?
Can you do a income test, please?
Gosh darn it.
So not really specific number. Like, it's, by the way, target number 10. So 14 with a 6. With a drama of 6. So you pass spectacularly. So,
it ain't even my funds. The OPA's funds. Hey.
Says, you haven't, like, you say, okay, you get enough from, and you get it like at a discount, and you think you're pulling the price down of what he's like. Look, okay, just give me a moment, and he goes over to the, pulls out his little hand link, hooks it in, presses a few buttons, lights change, green, looks out, pleasure doing business with your man.
Yes.
Have a good day. Need any further assistance? I was never here.
As was that.
So he like entered the admin override code for this locker, right? That is my understanding. What he just did.
He did something.
All right.
But it opened. Well,
Okay.
it's green.
Yeah, I
So
opened it. I'm standing right next to the thing, so I just opened it.
Okay, so the door opens, like sealed door type thing opens. In front of you is a couple of pallets. You see on these pallets labels like perishable, vacuum sealed for freshness.
All right. Well, hasn't moved the cargo he ordered at least. So that's something. So yeah, I'll start looking around inside to see if anyone has been here before us. Like, has anyone actually been here besides the people who like dropped off the cargo?
Yep.
Does it look like anyone else has been here recently?
Janice, what are you up to? Do a perception.
I'm also just kind of like just looking around to see if I can't find anything that might help us like determine if someone has either been here or if even like he left something in addition to what was brought to the storage unit.
So you're looking around, and there's nothing else in here except for the 4 pallets that are sitting on the ground with like the labels of freshness and things like that. There's no evidence of like a struggle. There's no evidence of anything else. And then the door shuts.
Hold on, what? We're trapped in here? What the heck?
And the green light turns red.
Oh wait, so are they inside?
Yep. So let's go back to the.
Hold on, what?
Shall we?
Yeah,
Ah.
sure.
Split the party, guys.
Yeah. Well, that was kind of weird.
By the way, I had a timer.
Oh.
It is a timed thing, so I had a timer going. Which is what you might have heard on the microphone. So back in the bar. Whose scene do you want to do first? Chibi or Polly? Or
Chibi first.
Chibi. Okay.
Chibi.
You're sitting down, still in reception.
Or not. I'm
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Zinni's not cool with it because she's just been getting like shock after shock with her presumed lover / now.
Well, it's a real shock because you went in with one story and it's like, oh shit, this story is really dramatic if you continue on with it.
Yeah, and oh my god, he was like whoring himself out for me, and I didn't know it. Okay, so yeah, she's gonna ask, I think, a few more. Okay, so before she asks anything else, internally she is thinking like, okay, gangs usually really bad business. She wants, is there any sort of check I can do where she's kind of, is it worth her while to ask more questions about this, or is this going to be like a red flag, like, you don't talk about gangs, like it's fine, like the receptionist has dropped the name and given her a lead already, but is it, in this kind of social environment, is it okay to keep asking more questions, or is it like, does Zinni know that the more questions you ask, the more likely you're going to end up in an airlock thrown out in space?
I think Zinni knows that the answer to that question, with her fixer background and her zero income and like living off the streets and living off nothing.
So don't ask any more questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, she's going to be like shell-shocked. She's gonna like suddenly look at the receptionist with like an expression of concern and just be like, I think you've told me enough. Yeah, and she's just gonna kind of get up and start walking out.
The lady stands up. Lady takes you by the hands, like, darling, just you've had a big shock. Have fun. Screw him. And
that's good advice.
I think that's too soon.
wow, screw someone else as payback.
That's
He's been doing a month on you, I guess.
Yeah. So
And unless you stop her, she's going to just take your hand and try and start walking the other direction in.
she'll let her get led into the bar.
Yeah.
Like she's just assuming the posture of someone who's just had way too many revelations all at once, and just being led by the hand.
Yeah. She sits down at the bar and orders drinks for you, and says the tab's on her, and then goes back out.
All right.
She shakes beer tabs on, like drinks tabs on her, and straight out.
Okay, cool.
So, Bernie, what are you still just sitting back doing nothing, watching?
Yeah.
I was
watching.
gonna-
If anyone asks, I just tell them that I've been paid by Princess over there to show her a good time.
Feel the burn.
So, oh, you're really showing
Come
a good
on,
time
Bert.
from here, aren't you? She looks like she's she looks like she's got all the attention she needs and all the good time she needs.
Mm-hmm.
If I overhear that, I'm like, I'm glad someone here is having fun. The things you learn in establishments like this. And she's just like pretending she doesn't know Bernie and just kind of wedging her way into the conversation as she's taking that free drink she was given, knocks it back, and is like, I just found out the person I thought was my romantic partner has apparently been working at this establishment and it's no longer here. How's that for
Oh,
you?
What? Like, wait, what?
I came in hearing from some friends saying that, oh, so and so has been like hanging out at this joint a lot, and here I am thinking, oh, my partner has like been like messing around at the side while I'm off working, and then the next thing you know, you find out that he's actually one of the workers here.
Are you?
Was-
The bartender
I think-
refills your drink, says, sex work
I think
is
more
real work.
investigation is
It
necessary.
is definitely real
It
work,
is,
but he
100%. But I
Sorry.
feel like we need to do deep investigation still. You never know what you could uncover if you look very closely. There's a lot of people here I'd like to interview before we go. Privately.
You're welcome. You're
Two at a
welcome
time.
to do that.
We're in a brothel. You don't need
Two at a time,
innuendo. Just
ideally. I like to have, group interviews.
Innuendo is the name of the perfume they put into the air.
Yeah. I gotta give me some of that. You know
What
what?
do you call it? Oh,
This
sorry.
moon's all right, if you ask me. What do they call this place? Ganymede? It's all right. It's all right. I could see myself coming back here. You're all so tall. It's kind of hot.
Ganymede is actually the 9th largest object in the solar system. It's huge. Science facts.
Is there
Those two largest things in the solar system is this and this.
is there like a bathroom that Zinni can go to so that she can she's just gonna make her way to a bathroom, and then she's just gonna quickly text a message to the group chat. No memes or anything this time, but she's just gonna be messaging and saying
No egg pants or...
Rupert apparently used to work at the cage, hasn't been seen here for a month.
I deleted immediately. More
And
investigations needed.
She'll also say, last known client for a long time, exclusive, Ordo Quillo gang leader.
Mob boss.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
quick
she'll send that
question.
to everyone.
Yeah, do we get that in our storage set?
I don't think we can get a signal.
Like, and they're going,
No
Wi-Fi!
Yeah, I was about to say, can't
Thick
get anything
doors,
out to
thick
them either.
walls, no signal.
Oh no, we have to go save them? What?
But we
Y'all
don't
don't
even
know
know they're
where
in
it's
trouble.
at.
Okay,
even
all
know.
right.
Yeah, you can't even figure out we're in trouble.
This is, I have not had one single good night for months.
Hey, you don't know we're in
Oh.
trouble. You can just
All right.
ignore us.
Okay, yeah. Whew.
I
You
just
can
that
have
text
your
message
good-
from a toilet. You're welcome to do what you want.
All right. Phew.
So with that added information, back in the cage, what? Polly, you can take anybody you want.
Nice.
Where
I spend a lot of
like,
money. I get. I drink a lot.
Can I
a great
have
time.
a income check, please? Then,
Who, me?
because
And
you
I
say you're
stagger
spending your
back to
money
the
to
ship. Yeah.
like part of your influencing here to get them on your side is you spending
alright.
money.
All right. Fair enough. Let's see here.
Yeah, a 20 is enough, I think. How your income's 12? That's not right.
You told her
no,
to set it to 12.
Yeah.
It's 12.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
that's
It's
what you-
6.
Yeah, you did.
No, you said
You said 12.
At 12. It's okay. I mean, we can.
We
know,
can
well, we
change
can
it
watch
to
it.
6
We know
now.
Dean
We
It's
can
still
change
an
it to 6.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could subtract 6 off of that if
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah, it's still a pass, no matter what. But it's not 12, it's 6. I believe it's 6.
I'll check.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah. that sounds right.
Goes 0 to so your income's 6, not 12. Even still, it's a pass.
Oh, it's 8. I'm sorry, it's 8.
8.
I actually do have it on my character sheet. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
8.
6 still. Still pretty sure it's 6. Anyway, so
No.
you
She gets bonuses for being an aristocrat.
Oh,
I'm pretty
yes.
sure.
Yeah.
did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Character creation. Good. You so you're throwing money around, and people are far more friendly to you than you were before.
Right.
So they are certainly on your side, so to speak.
Well, hopefully there's one on one side and one
On
on
the
the
other side, yep.
Right.
Um,
Top and bottom too.
so the bartender, like, what's Bernie doing? Like, are you specifically asking any questions, investigating, or
No,
you
no.
just-
As I say,
you're
I'm
watching?
I'm a guy that
Yep.
was on the ship
Lawyer.
that
Okay.
she came on. No, that she came in, and I've been paid by her to show her around. So I'm just waiting for her to do her
Okay.
thing.
Yeah. So Polly, while
But
you're
I
doing
get the
your
message.
thing,
at
are you
least,
doing any
and check it.
investigations,
Sure. I mean,
or are you talking, or what are you doing while you're doing your thing,
well,
without
I
going
didn't
into
think-
details?
Yeah, no,
that
like
thing.
so during break times, I'm like, I say, wow, my friend, I'm not from here, but one of my friends just found out this crazy news, like her boyfriend used to work here or whatever, and I guess he left. I don't know anything about it, but like, I don't know this guy. You ever seen this guy? You got any Gatorade around here? Or more, you can
Like,
mix it with vodka if you want.
Like some of the people say, "Oh, you mean like was that Kai? Is that who you're talking about?" It's like, yeah, Kai was
Kai, I guess. I don't know.
Kai.
Kai's not a great guy, if you know what I mean. At least not to my friend. Sorry, I just wanted
You-
to do that. I'm clever.
With the girl that's with you, she starts tearing up when you say that she's not a great friend.
Oh, whoa! Hey! I'm just kidding. I'm just having fun. What? I'm sure he's fine. I don't really know him. What's the story? Were you close?
Oh,
I try to give my best empathetic.
we
thing.
get close. Well, I don't know. I want an empathetic. I want to see how you can do an empathetic. I want to see if you can change, because you are changing story pretty quickly. Can I get a communication?
Oh, I mean, I'm not changing.
no.
Story.
Okay.
it's-
So you then go
I'm
into
just
the.
having. I'm
I'll
trying to have,
accept your correction.
polite-
Yeah.
All right, thank you. This is pillow talk.
You become friends with people sometimes here, and I was friends with Kai. He was not from here, sure, but he was cute. He was hot, and we chat every now and then, and I was friends with him. And he got into trouble.
What happened to him? Why did he leave? Or what do you mean?
He became a live-in boyfriend, whatever,
Yeah.
with that gangster. But that's not the.
Let me tell you, I've been there. Sorry, go ahead.
Then he turned up a few weeks ago, and knocking on the back door, and needing a place to stay.
Ah,
He said he had this grand plan of getting out of here, and leaving the station, and never seeing this place again.
really? This was a few weeks ago?
About a week or so ago, yeah.
Yeah.
lines up with around the time of the order that was made.
Yeah. Did you offer him a place to stay? Is he staying with you?
Yeah, he stayed,
You're
he
a
stayed
really
on
good
my
friend.
floor on the bunk, and I don't know what his grand plan is. I heard him say something about 57D on a comm call once when I walked into the room, but he kept it really quiet.
57.
Don't know what it means.
You know how these house guests are always staying. Is he gonna leave? So I phrase this in the way: is he gonna leave soon? Like, did he tell you?
No, I haven't seen him for a couple of days.
Oh. You know where he went?
I've got no idea. He said he had this way of getting off the place, and we don't have that much cash to do that.
Huh.
And I don't think it was got anything to do with his boyfriend or ex-boyfriend.
So like I look at us. So you two are not together or anything.
No, we're friends.
He's being nice. Oh yeah. Well, good for you. I mean, that's a nice thing for you to do. What do you think that 57D thing was about? That's kind of weird, right?
I've got no idea. I just overheard it. That's all. I think he was in trouble though.
Oh, you think so? I was gonna say that, Dr. Oblong.
Watch our shows live. You get to see all the chat. This is a big
I'm trying to be
difference watching it
serious
live.
here.
Yeah.
Wow. So.
But he hasn't. I haven't seen him for a few days. He looked panicked. He looked stressed.
You think he's okay?
I haven't seen him. I mean, he said he was getting out of the place, and I thought he would have said something. He would have sent me a message if he got out.
Right. I mean, it was probably out of the ordinary for him to just drop off the map. Like, is his stuff still at your place?
I mean, he didn't have anything. He had to use my terminal to do everything. And then he kept quiet and kept hidden, and I was bringing him food, but
You know what? I could. My friend kind of knows, and we could probably try to look for him if you want. See if he's. I mean, I think he's a friend of a friend too, so I feel like we should try to look for him to see if he's all right. I don't really know this moon very well, but I've got some resources, and I kind of like you. You're really cute, by the way. But I know we're talking about something serious. I could help. You know what? I think I'm gonna try to find him for you. I think I'm gonna do that. I wasn't gonna do that. That wasn't my plan at all. I was just here to have fun, but now that we're friends, I think I would do that for you.
Oh, we can't. I don't have anything to offer you, but
No.
thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I was touched by your story, and maybe you could just touch me a little bit.
And we'll end that scene there.
Break's over.
Get back to work.
All right, I heard your sad story. Now it's time.
Yeah.
Nothing puts me in the mood like a very sad story.
I've always got to be careful around Polly.
I'm
She'll push things further than I would, but yeah. We're a mature channel, but we still try to keep the limits. That's all.
Yeah, that was a good line. I thought I held the line.
No,
pretty well.
you did. You did really, really well. I knew we were going to have to end it anyway. So,
Yeah.
shall we go back to the docks?
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
rub
sure.
your terminal against the door to see if you can get a sliver of reception.
I'll give you a description. You're in a sealed room. Thick walls, thick, solid, docking style door. It was solid. It has to be for security wise. There's a terminal on the inside, of course, and it's got the red dot, like the red light on the top of the keypad, to indicate locked. There are 4 crates. Most of them have like perishable things like that on the sides, fragile, perishable, etc., etc. What?
Is there like inside of here, like is there to where like is there like any safety mechanisms with these types of things at all? Like it's to where like if they trigger, if there's like some type of like damage to them, or like no, like they're always locked. Like there's no way like you could damage the locks enough to where they might spring open.
No.
Okay.
All right. But there is a terminal in here, right? You said?
There is a terminal in here. Can I get a perception check, please, from both of you?
Yeah, sure. Ugh, got an 8.
It's good.
God, where's my perception?
You rolled it twice. You got a 14
Okay.
Okay. I didn't. You know, play.
and a stunt of 4.
Nice.
The perception is that the stunt probably won't matter in this. Is you notice that the air, you hear this.
Oh God! Like someone's trying to poison us.
Opposite.
The air is
getting
draining out.
thin.
Oh, the air is getting, I guess, escaping. Okay.
The air is getting thinner.
Crap.
You are on a timer.
Okay.
Zinni's like messaging, what you call it?
Just as a heads up.
Going,
All right,
like,
then,
has anyone heard
yeah.
from Rage?
I mean, Rage saw the other, like the dock worker access the terminal outside to get it unlocked. He's going to attempt the same thing. Like he is going to attempt to essentially like gain access to this terminal instead of to unlock.
Okay, you're going to try to hack it. Fantastic. Give it an attempt.
Okay. Intelligence.
It's intelligence technology, yes.
I don't have technology, so just straight intelligence then.
Yep.
Okay. 12. I'll leave it at 12.
At a 12, you think you're on the right path.
Do I roll again then?
Yeah, well,
Okay. I roll it again.
what's Rage doing? Oh, sorry, no,
That-
sorry, I'm looking at 2 things that are popping in and out of my screen. Okay, so that's yes. So the 12. You think you're on the right path. You think you know, like, you had to do a few different things. You think you're on the right path. So you need to do it again. Sometimes you need to get a certain amount of thresholds.
Okay. I'll roll it again. An 11.
And 11, you don't seem to know, like, you seem to, like, it beeps at you, and it seems quite angry,
Can I spend fortune to boost that?
if you wish.
All right. How much would I need to boost it by?
1.
All right. Yeah, I spend 1 to make that a 2, which also means I stunt.
Well, I'm not looking at the stunts, I'm not looking at anything, I'm just looking at the drama dice, actually, just as a heads up. So you're on
Okay.
8.
Well then. Okay. In that case, I spend a point to make that a pass.
Yeah.
So I'm on 8.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Okay.
13. That's an 11 now. Total drama dice.
Okay. The air is really, really thin by this stage. It's almost like you're struggling to breathe. You're absolutely struggling to breathe, and with the last like and it turns green, and it opens up. There are men outside with guns.
Oh.
Let's go to the bar, shall we?
Well, how long does it take for real money to do this? I mean, are we talking hours here?
There was a limit on how many checks you could do.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
so
like,
no, that part.
how much? Yeah, how much time is she spending?
How much time are you
doing
spending?
that?
10 minute or half
No,
hours?
no, I'm there until I am busy until somebody tells me I need to leave. No, I'm serious. This is gonna be.
Well, then we're there indefinitely.
I come out hours
Because we're
later.
waiting on you. Yeah, we're waiting on
Oh,
you.
okay.
There are other
Well-
patrons. I'm just going to point out there's other patrons as well.
All right. Okay. Okay. Well, after a reasonable amount of time, I stumble out. I'm like, oh yeah, this moon is all right. Hey, hey, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah, so
You're just
that's
still
probably
here.
that's probably an hour. That's an hour. So
Yeah.
that
An hour.
means that
An hour,
I haven't
okay,
heard
yeah,
back
I'd say
from
about an hour.
Rage or Janice.
What on what? I'm so sorry. I got
As in, they haven't heard back from Rage or Janice in that time.
Okay.
Oh, in an hour.
From the message sending out that he was a boyfriend to a mob boss and other bits and pieces.
so can we call them?
Zinni would be
Yeah,
messaging,
you can
like
try
going,
to
Rage,
call them.
Rage,
Nothing.
you're usually very good at messaging back. What the hell?
Nothing.
Can we like track their pads? No.
No.
I mean,
No,
they
we
would
don't
lost
have. We
their
don't have
signal.
find our phone turned on. It's not turned on right now.
It's a bit harder in a station.
Wait,
of
you
tunnels.
mean Bernie hasn't bugged everyone's terminals to like be
Yeah.
trackable by him?
I wouldn't let him near my phone.
Yeah, I wouldn't let him. Yeah, it's some earther. Why would I let him mess with my phone?
Oh, Zinni
I would
would
think no
have.
problem. No. It's like we need to tell you about not trusting earthers. Like, come on.
Hey, I saved her life.
Yeah. He saved Zinni's life even after she'd been outcast by other belters and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, we're actually friends.
Yeah.
Like some people on this ship.
So
And you know-
we're in the cage. We're in the cage.
Yeah.
You haven't heard back from Janice or Rage for that hour
A
since
while, yeah.
Yeah.
Zinni said, "Hey, all this information dump. Boyfriend was working at the cage. Disappeared. Was a boyfriend with, or sole client was a mob boss."
And we're
Yeah, I
waiting for a
quickly
report
pass
from them
along-
about the docks, so we haven't got any.
Yeah, I haven't
of
heard
that.
anything back from
Yeah,
them
and
at
I'd
all.
say I like pass along quickly the information I got. I mentioned the 57D or whatever it is. I don't know if that's a clue. I couldn't make sense
Yeah,
of it.
that's where the other guys are.
Huh. And you haven't heard from them? They went to wait a second. Wait a second. Are you
Are you
telling me-
texting all this?
No,
Or
she's
come
back in
out?
the bar. She's
Oh,
back in
okay,
the
okay.
bar.
Yeah, I stumbled out. I'm like, this moon is all right.
She's
I'm
like
staying
fixing her
here
hair and her
all
dress.
night long. I just came out here to get a drink, and so we
Go
talked
back for
about,
seconds and
God
thirds."
damn it! God damn it! Okay, fine. By the way, I made friends with a friend, and yeah. So wait. Our people from our ship, the captain went to 57 something or other, and you haven't heard from them, and that's where this guy might have gone. Oh
Yeah.
no, I think we have to go. Oh, I think we have to leave. I think we have to check. I don't want to leave. I think we have to go check it. I think we have to go there.
We can take travelers. It's fine.
What's that mean? Does that mean bringing some of them with us?
Well, I meant alcohol, but
Like to go? No? I mean, do they do that here? Is that something that they do?
Take away,
take
Yeah,
away.
take out.
I mean, that's a good idea.
Do you have a doggy bag?
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
They don't like.
I mean, they're
They
really.
might do the
Really?
position, but they don't like being called it.
Yeah, that's right.
No, they don't do
See?
takeaway.
Okay.
Look, this isn't. I'm just gonna. Thanks, she'll say to the bartender because the receptionist lady was obviously like giving her free drinks. Thanks. I'm gonna go get some fresh air, or as fresh as you can get on this place. And she's gonna get up and leave. And she'll stop by the receptionist and just, like, thank you so much for being so understanding. And I don't know how do I
Girls
how do I-
need to stick together.
And yeah, she'll kind of leave looking downtrodden. And, just, like,
And if you ever wish to experiment, like
You said
She
what?
just leaves that in the air
Yeah.
as you walk out.
Zinni tries to work up a blush or something and just, thanks, and just leaves.
Well,
So, yeah.
I too need to get some air, apparently. Goodbye, everyone. It has been wonderful.
Oh, so I'm sure. So,
Yeah.
and
All right, so we all leave and head to 56D.
57D.
57.
We go to the one next door.
Well, we would have died.
that's where actually it is. They just changed the marker. That's all it is. Done. They just changed it. I'm surprised you didn't actually just go through the crates.
I was
I
thinking,
mean,
like, if you're
I
gonna be
made-
trapped,
Hey, if I'm running out of oxygen, I'm eating all the cheese I
yeah.
can.
Well,
I'm more focused about not dying, but I mean,
Yeah.
priorities, I suppose.
It's actually a possibility. So as you heading down towards the docks, not totally familiar with the station, but you're familiar enough to know your way back to the docks. As you're walking down the corridor, the three of you, it looks like a couple of it looks like a couple of people, more of a richer people from like the more refined area that Polly was originally went to. Like heading towards the entertainment to cause some trouble, like entertainment district to cause some trouble.
That's right.
But as they get close, they pull out a gun each. Says, "So I heard you were talking about some people that are friends of ours."
What are you talking about?
Are
You
we?
feel
So we're all
what?
walking as a group, yeah.
Punk?
The three of you.
Hey, look, I don't want any trouble.
I think we
don't
need to have a
luck.
talk.
I don't think you're friends with my friends.
Then we can just leave your bodies here. Otherwise, it's probably best to have a talk.
So they look
And
like
his emphasis,
upper class folks?
he cocks the gun. Yes.
Okay.
Hey, look, I'm all for talking. What do you want me to say?
And
Man means business. I can see that.
they start leading.
Yeah. Zinni knows that it's like in times like this, it's like, yeah, get off the main street.
Is Bernie doing anything?
I'm just staying silent and going with them.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's where we're going to lead it. Because I think next week we can start with two very different conversations with two very different crime bosses.
Uh-oh.
Because you're not being kidnapped by the same person.
Oh,
That's always nice.
It's always more entertaining that way. Because you went
More
two different
bombshells.
directions.
Oh, maybe we can start a gang war.
yeah.
We do
Oh,
have
wait, wow.
stunts that make people less like affectionate towards other groups.
Yes,
We roll good. We
Oh,
can
yeah.
start a
We
gang
can
war.
actually start a gang war.
you can.
Awesome.
But no, the ideas at the start were really, really good. Like you were throwing darts, like why don't we try this? Why don't we try this? They're all really, really good ideas, and they're all in the right direction. It's splitting up. I mean, you essentially went that direction and that direction, and both lead to the same place, but in different ways. But the split up kind of, yeah. But we'll see who's got who and what the consequences are.
And I'm sure like our churn is through the roof, right? Like we've got
We are at
We're-
15.
Yeah,
15 churn.
you're
like,
halfway.
yeah, like we've got to be getting some consequence. That's why I thought the
This is
gas,
also
like, the
why
oxygen and,
I'm
like,
forcing
the oxygen.
consequences.
Yeah.
No, well, that was also just a normal trap. That was just always going to happen. Consequences. A consequence of that, if I was pushing it, would have been the terminal on the inside's broken.
Oh.
That's how to run the churn. But that's a real bitch.
Oh, so
maneuver.
then they would have died. Cool.
No,
Or at least
it just would have been easier to
suffocated
pull the
and knocked
bodies out.
Yeah.
No, that's if I was running the churn properly, that would have been the terminal on the inside's broken because the churn, you're up to major churn, and the universe is against you. That's kind of how, but no, you did everything really well. What did you think of the system really quickly, if you've got an idea? Like, different?
The stunt thing is really cool.
It seems interesting in terms of like how to interact with everybody and how it all goes. I think it really flows differently than a lot of the other TTRPGs that I've at least played.
I'm just happy I can text people.
It's the thing, like, communicators, terminals, they call them.
Turns out in the future, people have access to instant messaging still. Who would have thought?
Yeah, just little hand terminals. It's we'll go through and do our outros and do everything. I did want to keep it short. I wanted to do it as a 2-part because it can be run one, but with all the really great ideas and the role playing and whatnot, we might have tried to really force it into one. But I'd rather split this into 2, especially when you've got one group kidnapped and the other group kidnapped.
Yay!
By 2 separate groups, no less.
2 separate groups.
Yeah,
No one gets left
when we
out.
were actually the ones out trying to do the kidnapping ourselves.
No, but you publicly mentioned a name in the bar, and that gets attention.
Hey, we didn't do that. We just got trapped
Nope.
in a storage locker.
Yeah, we just got trapped in a storage locker. We did it. High five, Wolf. We
I'd
didn't
say-
do anything.
Yeah.
It gets attention when the churn is so high, is probably the caveat. But if you're really subtle, you can just avoid anything like that. But I think it plays out really nicely. Let's do our outros. We'll start with Wolf on the very end, our only Martian.
Hi there, I am the one and only Martian in this game. I'm Wolf of Red Roses. Obviously, I played Rage Kinson today. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Wolf of Red Roses, and you can find my itch.io page at Wolf of Red Roses Studio if you are interested in downloading any of my game design work. Other than that, I look forward to seeing what happens next week to our intrepid would-be kidnappers. Like, we're not heroes here. We're going to kidnap someone. We're not technically the good guys in this.
Look, it's our first time. Cut us some slack.
It ain't mine.
Kidnapping's the old wheelhouse.
We also have a terrorist in our group who doesn't realize someone who isn't a terrorist is in the same room as him and is about to reveal his own secret identity.
I didn't have real number.
You almost did. And I was just right there. Anyway, that's me. I'm done.
Chibi.
Hi, I'm Chibi. I was playing Zinni, one of the belters of the group, who's also like the engineer and fixer-upper of the ship. And you can find me at bespokecc.com.au, where I work as a full-time commission artist drawing tabletop RPG characters, and I also stream on Twitch Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, twitch.tv/Hitokiri Chibi. Yeah!
And bestokecc.com.au.
Yeah.
But not, just make sure you have the .au at the end.
AU.
Really, really important. Very different if it's not. Howl'n.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Howl'n. I was playing your lovable freedom fighter, Giannis. And if you ever have anything that's anime related or want to check out strategy games, you can find me at twitch.tv/Howl'n and also our Twitter, which is Howl'n. You'll probably see me and my family doing something ridiculous on there at some point. But just come by, give some love whenever you can.
Okie dokie. Back to Polly.
Hello, it's me. I'm Polly. I played Romani Camille the 14th. I am from Earth. I am an aristocratic socialite. And I rolled that one. I would have chose it if I had the chance, but I rolled it. You can find me at I stream. I'm a streamer. You can find me at twitch.tv/polypeople.
Yeah, just a hint of like the character creation. Polly's like, I don't want to roll. I don't want to roll. Don't want to roll. I wanted this. I want this. I want this. And she got everything she wanted.
That's right.
By
Yeah,
rolling
rolling.
randomly.
Whoever, yeah, that never happens.
Wait till that churn comes back and hits you, Polly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, these gangsters from the belt in Mars are just gonna be like, What's this rich earther doing? We're just gonna ransom you now. Goodbye.
Oh no. Well, yeah,
I will
was
say
kinda
the,
worried
the
about
churn
that.
is pretty damn high.
Yeah, like I'm definitely a kidnapping risk. You know, I didn't think of that. I was like, screw it.
Yeah, you flaunted your stuff pretty hard
Yeah,
too. It was
right.
Everyone
I
knows
can
you've got money.
I
Yeah.
can already see what's gonna happen, where it's like Polly's character is like kidnapped by the first group. Oh, okay, you've paid the ransom. Brilliant. We'll release her. Oh
Yeah.
no, she got kidnapped by a second group. You have to pay another ransom. Oh my god. And the chain of kidnapping just continues.
And we don't pay that ransom, so we just leave.
No.
We just
We leave that up to the
Romani.
family.
We leave Romani to be kidnapped indefinitely.
It's not like she was doing anything on the ship anyway.
Well, not at all.
This is where you should have stayed in the hotel room. Like,
Yeah, I should have done with that security dude was
You weren't there on the break, Polly, when I mentioned that I'm really tempted to just have a security guard walk past with Polly's, like with Romani's picture of like troublemaker, like keep an eye out for, but rescue because has money.
Oh yeah, but yeah.
That was that thing you weren't here on the break. It's like, oh, yeah, you so walked into that. It's like we'll play that.
I was wondering if I should kick up a fuss, like to get the attention of if there was any of the security guys walking past, because they'd recognize Romani and know how to like save her. I was wondering if I should do that.
And Dr. Oblong.
G'day, I'm Dr. Oblong. I'm an electronic music artist. You can check out my music at soundcloud.com/Dr. Oblong. Today I was playing Bernie Sanders, our ship's medic and computer nerd, I suppose is the best way to put it. Yeah, I had fun playing today. I like the system. Stunts make it interesting, but I assume now that we've stunted so much early on, we're going to really struggle at the end, which will be great.
Well, to be fair, we had 2 subscribers, which increased it by 10 right off the bat.
Thank you for
Right.
your subscriptions.
Yeah, that was so great.
So next week, at the start of next week's show, we'll just get 2 more of them, and we'll just be into epic churn at the start of next.
I mean, if we
week's
get
session.
3 more, we get to 30 right away, and that's just excellent for all involved. So
Well, you
3 more
can't check-
people.
You can't churn past 30, can you?
No, but how it does explain it is like some of the explanations of churn is that if you get like someone that is your friend, like someone that's your friend might go to neutral, someone that's neutral might go to, well, not friendly anymore. But that's for the low stuff. If you go into epic, that might be someone might go 2 parts or like the other direction, as it might become an enemy. Like things can move around. NPCs can move their attitudes around to adjust for the churn. That's kind of how it works. Or you can run out of bullets.
So there's no like
and not-
straight up kill a character.
No. It's not straight up kill a character, but it's
Droids crash.
the world is now acting actively against you. If you think it's stressful, like to try to escape with you, like on your ship now, well, it's even worse now that there's an asteroid about to hit the station. Like it can really build up bigger and bigger and bigger. And even things like I was commenting even yesterday that reloading a weapon, you don't track ammunition. If you fail to hit and also roll a 6 on your drama dice, your gun is either jammed or you're empty. You're not tracking ammunition at all.
Yeah.
But if the churn's high, you don't have another clip, or you can't unjam it by spending half an action or a simple action. That's what happens with the churn being high. The world is like, oh shit, and shit's happening a bit more around.
So
you.
when you do something bad to us based on churn, does the tracker go back down? No, it just stays bad.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
wow, karma sucks.
Karma does
The
suck.
turn, the turn
Yes.
resets every adventure.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
But this is
I
also a small little,
see. Makes sense.
We're
really
also
short.
fast tracking it.
So we're pushing it really fast. Just like when we did the Alien RPG game, we pushed those stress dice. So Missile Producer refused to even roll because he was rolling 10 extra stress dice. And if you're unfamiliar with the system, stress dice are the only dice in that system that can critically fumble. Otherwise, you don't have that option. But he had 10 extra dice for every roll, but each one of them could mean a critical fumble. So,
Right.
yeah. It's kind of similar to that where it builds, and we're trying to push it. Anyway, let's do a raid. We're going to be raiding Grimforge. It's the first time we've raided them. They are on break at the moment, but I think they're just coming back. But the reason why we're raiding them is because they are playing Master Nyarlathotep. I want to see what they're up to. I don't want to spoil this for myself because I'm playing tomorrow, but that's who we're raiding. They're back now, so let's do that raid. Remember our raid button for those that are still here and those that are with the channel. We're coming here to share the love. Our hearts are warm and fresh. Goblin heart, goblin heart, goblin heart. If you want, you can change that to our Goblin Cthulhu's because that's also highly appropriate. And let's get that raid set up. They're back. And I've got to do that now. So thanks everyone for coming in, and we'll be back next week for the rest of this. And we've got further bits and pieces after this, and we do. So we've already got the funny arms going. Let's do the warp speed. And the warp speed going. There we go. See you soon.
Bye-bye.